Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another SMZ3 Grimace, a co-op tourney vodcast. I'm Dinky and I've got Shadow with us today. How's it going, Shadow?
It's going pretty well.
That was a beautiful sneeze.
I'm excited to see this
It
race.
was at least loud as fuck.
I am as well. I did not know there was that loud audio piece coming from Obscure's stream. That's the audio we're using today. But you know, we should be getting going here in about 30 seconds. But there's a spot for top 4 on the line, and I think maybe Shadow, you have a little bit of interest in seeing who wins this race.
Yeah, it'll be me and Nate's opponents, which me and Nate were the ones that knocked the ding dongs down the losers bracket.
30 seconds.
Oh,
So
okay, maybe go for the twofer. Maybe get
the
Ramond.
rematch or get to face someone new.
Yeah, I know Ramond and Skipsy are so good.
So
oh yeah.
that was a seed where me and Nate somehow skipped both hammer and mitts and still won.
High jumps and wave.
Oh my gosh. All right, well that's fun. So we're starting out and our items are
Wave
pretty
beam, high
stacked.
jumps.
We've got a wave beam, we've got high jump boots.
Mirror and pearl.
Yeah, I mean,
What is this?
okay, so let's just start with things wide open. We don't know our goals, obviously. GT may or may not be required. Ganon obviously required, as well as Turian, but it's gonna be a little bit before we see those. Getting that
Mirror
confirmation.
and pearl is like the cross keys god seed start.
Oh yeah, especially if
do
you've got
everything.
boots too. So 20 bucks there in sync for Nobly. Missed there what was on Skipsy's screen as far as Link's house, but I'm sure someone else is going there. Ramond and Obscure both heading to the Saha area. The question will be, will there be divergence right afterwards? Will they go into Eastern?
Okay, so
I feel like most
if you
teams at this
find
point at
anything
least dip Eastern.
Saha.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Spear Zero is just way too strong.
It really is.
And not even just Key Sanity, just SMZ3 in general.
Yeah, so there's a big key to desert as well as some flippers and some missiles. Nobly getting a small key to ice in Bonk Rock, so nothing too valuable just yet. The flipper is something to keep an eye on, though.
Obscure not going to Eastern, though.
Heart piece.
Yeah, that could pay dividends for Save the Mimics. Ramond on his way in. We'll see what his plan is. I know the last couple of these we've done, we've seen Nate get to the third chest and save and quit, not worrying about vanilla big key chests. So we'll see if Ramond has the same idea or if he decides to do something a little different.
We started doing that just because we feel like if we need to get that, or if something else is in Eastern, I'm going to be going there anyway. So I could just do it later with hopefully more items to make it faster.
Oh yeah.
But I also get doing it early.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just a preference, basically.
I mean, we've had seeds where we haven't had lamp all seeds, so it's kind of like we don't actually know if it's ever going to be in logic.
I'm so shocked that like the fake swords still have text in SMZ3. I had no idea. But piece of heart here in the woods. Skipsy further into Kakariko.
Outside of Saha's, there hasn't been much to pick up. There's a key outside the dam. Castle Tower. It's not the key you really want to see when you already have a pearl.
It's definitely not, because we're just a few items away from going through Aga Tower. You never really want to have to do that. Especially with, like, you know, the blue balls not being seeded. It's like playing NMG or something.
Yeah, Obscure going to desert area early. I actually like this a lot when you're not, when you know your partner is in CAC. You just kind of do all of South Shore if you can find bombs.
Flippers.
Right.
And I like going to desert first.
Gain is 300 rupees.
And often you just get the desert ledge, and finding something like money is really good before maybe going to Zora.
Oh yeah.
So,
50 rupees.
Looks like we found a Hera big here on Skipsy's side in the well. So that'll be kind of nice whenever we get that mountain access. We already have the mirror, so we should be able to get there. There's a Criteria 2 key as well. Also a Meyer Small. We saw Nobly pick these up just a second ago. But power bombs, you always want something
Did you hear what
to be able to utilize Morph Ball once you get into Super Metroid, whenever we find that.
Yeah, so power bombs are pretty much guaranteed first
Drop
sphere, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
It used to not always be that way, and it can lead to some interesting things, but it wasn't exactly fun.
20 in the back.
But it'd be interesting when they get supers if someone will just go check the criteria too,
Big key.
Oh yeah, for sure.
because that mode item is very much in logic in SMZ3. You do not need a power bomb or morph ball to open the door.
Missile.
So that's a little gross. We just got screw attack there on Obscure side. That is gonna allow for
be able to do it,
potentially
but
some stupid,
enough money
what I
for
like to
the-
call stupid, routing to be done for Super Metroid without the morph ball, you know, past the parlor. But Ramond also looked like he just picked up a bunch of missiles,
Yeah,
nothing of
could be.
major value
Possibly,
inside of Eastern Palace.
Yeah, so this is
Apart from
where
that, I found zero.
I feel like people will be too aggressive and try and do that early. It's not as bad in co-op to have someone just go to Brindstar
Yeah.
immediately.
Peeps
It's better than like
Um,
walking all over each other in A Link to the Past, you know, if that's
And
like
in
all you have left.
Keysanity- And in Key Sanity, you can't do anything behind the keys anyway without morph ball, so
Right.
you're only really losing out on info on 4 items, 5 items.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, so Ramon going to be checking a Lumberjack. I know we saw this on...
With that
Ooh, that's
Bombos.
Bombos. I missed that when Nobly checked it, so that's
Yeah,
good
just
to know in case we need to get up there, or need it for rather like ice or,
If you're
say,
coming this way anyway, should I leave water?
you know, Maya or TR?
Just rushing straight to
yeah,
Harbor.
so that Castle Tower key already is
I
nice.
figured it should
Mhm.
better
Mhm.
than walk.
nothing on.
The unfortunate part is if they do have to beat Aga Tower, starting with the mirror might be
a little annoying.
yeah, it's a little annoying to have to save and or mirror before saving and quitting.
You have
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So Hobo just going to have $5 for us. Flipper's not really leading to anything just yet.
I don't think Obscure went to Waterfall though.
He did not. So that is still on the table for these guys.
Often
Nobly going to set up a Houlihan here.
okay, so Nobly will probably end up going to Waterfall and then also go to Desert Area for the 300 rupees there.
Yeah.
That's what looks like is
yeah, I've
likely.
got enough.
All right, so
It's
Skipsy
not a
getting...
bad thing. Zora is just awful.
It is. It's always a bad
Oh,
check.
no.
You know, until it has like the payout. Like, you know, it's like there's gonna be a 300, which we saw from
Do I check Eastern?
Obscure on Agina, but like, you know,
It's
there's
not
never
a
one
bad
when,
idea.
or I guess Zora never has
Starts going
progression
a
when you
little
can
low.
find rupees early. At least in Grimace, that's how it
tree balls,
feels.
8 bombs. Whatever tree
So-
ball that was.
Obviously some confirmation bias, but Skipsy gonna give us the check of the waterfall here. 2 chests, that's a bomb capacity upgrade,
Yeah,
and a
that's how you
big
do it.
key. That's gonna be to swamp. So to be determined if we need it.
I mean, you kind of have to be close to the Zora Money.
I mean, they have mirror flippers
Oh,
already, so
Just need Dark World access and a hook shot, you know, and then, you know, you
Lamp.
can swordless fight with a lamp.
Chest.
Love to see that.
That puts Dark Cross in logic. Maybe
you Obscure gonna go into Hyrule Castle.
Oh well. Zora.
I'm curious where is Nobly gonna go in? Oh, right. They didn't go into Eastern early. So
Yeah.
Nobly's gonna do that now.
Do that because then we isolate.
So that's, I mean, that's good for Mimics. You know, with Ramon dipping that, it's going to be no time
That's good
loss
to
at this
know.
stage since they are kind of doubling around.
I put Eastern big key chest in logic.
So Ramon going to get the heart piece in Link's house. Skipsy going to be heading to South Shore. The new checks that are kind of going to be new to
One of those
us
few
since we get to
checks
see
that
all
really
4
gets you
screens
excited.
are going to be here in Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
Bottom left, Obscure going to be doing some bomb escape here. I like this strat. That's a good setup.
Ether in map
Yeah,
chest.
it's a pretty consistent setup for that bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the second room.
So we did
A
get
little,
Ether.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Ether not really gonna help us for a while. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have, like, but
these checks are
we're
out
not
of
using
logic,
it.
So I'm curious if they're gonna have to go to Moat or just Brinstar to find their progression here, or
Yeah.
Zora. Like,
I mean, Dark Cross could have it too, so that's a possibility with that lamp.
Yeah,
Heat tank and boomerang chest.
they have the mirror to just mirror out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick,
check
not having to
Bedrock.
worry about setting up a death warp. Skipsy seeing that
Ice Palace Monkey.
armor on the ledge as well, so gonna get the 300, which is gonna be good for them, especially if they are, thinking about Zora in the future.
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, I think Nobly is the only person that was able to Houlihan because they did not get the flippers immediately. I'm not
I
sure.
mean,
Skipsy doesn't have them either.
right.
Skipsy should see that, and I would Houlihan probably immediately.
The vanilla big key chests.
I don't think it's a huge deal.
Oh, small
But-
key to
Yeah.
Thieves Town.
I'm
is
sure
also-
they're talking about
That's nasty.
Mhm.
It is.
Zora being a possibility here.
So we do see that
And
that was a
Skipsy is
Thieves
headed
Town
that
small.
way.
That was a Thieves Town small there in Zelda Cell.
After I've done
So,
this,
obviously we don't know how many dungeons
I'll
we
go
need to
check a
do,
few
but if we
Metroid
need to go to
chests.
the back of Thieves Town, we need the big key. But having that small key on the way there, that's, a bit of logical implication. Also kind of nice to put your mind at ease if they have hammer when they go.
Do you, how
Yeah,
far off Sauron
so-
are you?
175.
We need the Hyrule Castle small for
There's bits
that.
and pieces in
Yeah,
just
yeah.
those
100%.
First, maybe.
I'll be interested to
Small key to
see
the castle
if
tower.
there's
Oh,
the
that's
other
the
castle
second
tower.
CT small, dude.
They don't really have a weapon.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
even if they got cape, they don't really have a weapon to get it or do anything there.
yeah, they can't cut the
monster
curtain
essence.
either.
Okay.
So
not here.
they're gonna need at minimum a sword and a cape, or they're gonna need two swords. So there's no other way in.
Potentially is alright.
So
I mean,
it's
even
not
just for the two
There's nothing on
checks,
race
it would
game
be.
or library, right?
just a cape. Yeah, I mean you could
Yeah.
find your sword in there, I guess,
you
and that
wanna
would
do
I would
all
hate
of
that. Like,
Blind's
good
in
lord.
front of Well and Lost Woods Hideout.
So both teams will have this Thieves Town
What's the
small
Castle Tower key?
info. So that's
Right.
good.
Yeah, Dark Cross and the
Honestly, not really much progression though. Running out of things kind of quickly. Skipsy does have that Zora money.
Right. Now, I mean, really, the only things that have been presented to us so far are kind of just like really awful options. Like you were talking about, Bryn is available, but like, do you really want to go to Bryn right now?
I would
Especially-
almost immediately. What I would do is save and
There's
quit
50 rupees in front of Well.
here
There's
Mhm.
20 in the
before
back.
checking Zora. If Zora is
really
nothing,
need-
reset the money
Yeah,
There's a
profit.
and
50,
just earn SM.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I guess that's
there's
true. That's actually a pretty good
9 where you
Yeah.
can
idea.
farm.
I don't
So
think
it's-
lines
it's
up.
the
Like with
biggest
20 in the
thing. I
back,
mean,
should be like 5 rupees off.
you're going to be able to get money again later. They don't
I
really
have
have Dark World
5,
access,
7,
so
7,
it doesn't much matter that they don't
What
need
did I
to
need?
Right.
give them the money.
to be sure, they get enough for like
just
chess
pick up everything.
game
I don't know. I
and
think it was just NPC, but-
pod entry. But we are going to finally peak this. That's $50 on the ledge. So
More
that's
I don't
money.
think anything super.
should we need a refill of money to stimulate our pockets.
I would almost
could-
pick it up. Like looking at a potential like
Was it Screw
find cape and sword
Mhm.
or two swords in the pod.
Really depends on what Zora pops out here. Yeah,
Just the
I'm
harpies.
I'm leaving the money. I'm out of here. Yeah, that's a smart call.
Is this a reset sim? Yep.
It is.
By the way, East
Now,
Bay
I
was
didn't
just
know this until we were paired up against, or me and Ari paired up against Save the Mimics. But Skipsy, not only a really good ALTTP runner, but
Was there
I
20
think
rupees
has
on
a
the
sub
mushroom
50 on Super
Yeah.
Metroid in any percent, which is pretty good if I say so myself.
either there or
Oh,
in
yeah.
Sank chest.
Oh, I mean,
Well, I picked Sack Chest. That was 20 rupees.
I think I've seen Skipsy in
Might be a hard
play
to
SMZ3 before.
Okay, I'm just gonna do it in the world.
I mean, they're both these teams are really good.
Gonna farm up all
Yeah.
these
Checking the
rupees
moat
and it's always
first.
gonna be nothing.
I like this.
Just 3 bombs, so
So only screw attack in here then.
I think so.
not going to be picking those up. Don't need them. Screw attack just makes this like so easy, but there's so many things to go through with it. I guess with the high jump and normal logic, I mean, is
Nope.
no, we need criteria 1. I was about to
Stuff I
say,
picked
wouldn't
up in
Gauntlet be
Mario Kart.
available as well? But
No.
that is key locked.
So, in normal logic, high jump boots
I'm on my
actually
way
does
to
absolutely
Zora
nothing.
now, by the way.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I'm clean
Because
up,
most of the
so-
tricks that wall jump use in harder difficulties
Quick.
are all
Bomb capacity.
close to
Mhm.
pixel perfect, so they're not used in normal logic whatsoever. At least I don't think. But
today I learned in
most of the time I play
SMZ3.
hard logic just so I have a chance to find high jump boots. 'Cause,
Yeah. Oh, it's the book. Ooh, I hate that. Like, there's I don't know. Part of me would say I wouldn't do it. I would want to just be like, I'm going right back to desert. Like, clearly
you
that's
have
it.
the big key.
Yeah, that's why I would be going back. But it would be foolish, I think, to leave Morph Ped here, because if Morph is here, like if it's in its vanilla location, then that's also pretty huge.
Yeah, I think that's
Looks like Ramond is just going down for the book immediately.
okay, straight to
Not
Metro.
Yeah, that
gonna
makes
end up
sense.
doing
Am I going
big
down?
star at all.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
I'll go over to the other area.
I wonder if Skipsy will do
Oh, the
Brinstar.
moat's open.
Well, I think both going for the desert play is.
I'll run to the moat real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be the play, but I feel like we're looking
we have to go
for
around because no more. No.
We're looking for a little bit. Yeah.
minimum.
I mean,
right now.
we can't beat desert given
I
our
thought he was
current
gonna go
loadout.
over.
Definitely need a glove. Definitely need a weapon that's not bombs.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I mean, we could very well could find that in desert. But
Wait,
you know,
oh,
in a situation like this,
keys,
whoever your
that's what
strongest
we need.
Super Metroid runner is, that is who I would be sending to Brinstar, just so you mitigate your time loss as far as like, you know, what your strong suit is. But I think with Ramond and Skipsy, they're just so strong in both games that it really doesn't matter who goes where.
I guess I'll
It
check
looks like the
go
both of the
one
desert play. I don't hate this.
Might as well.
I don't like. If you're both
Yeah.
gonna end up having to go to desert, I think it's fine.
0.
I like-
Ooh, Nobly pulling out the check for us, and it's
Again, with
0
Metroids.
Ooh,
for Turian.
zero Turian is like the best feeling because crystals are easy. But
You'll end up with 4 boss tokens, clearly. Like, that's how this
Yeah.
works.
Surely it is.
they're going
Don't
straight to
disappoint.
desert.
Gamma, get out of it.
They have the big key, no glove, no real weapon. Can't beat it.
That's the old thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can get 3 items really quick.
Okay, so I have 10 supers.
Brinstar
Yeah,
still
15, 10,
available.
10.
We're seeing from Nobly.
He's going to be able to at least peek this item. There is a way to get out of this, but it's not going to be in logic. Just 20 bucks there
It's not one
under
item.
the bridge.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not
book at old mother brain.
too bad to learn, but it's not something I would do unless it was something really, really good.
Yeah, Pink Brand coming up here
And we got
on
the desert
Nobly's
picture
screen,
as well.
but the double desert play for the Mimics.
I honestly don't
Could-
mind this. If they both find what they need, then they
Yeah.
go. And Brinstar's a
I'm
huge waste of
nuts.
time.
It really can be. There's the
There's the
cape, so
cape.
that's going to get us into Castle Tower. The question now is going to be like, do we get a sword in there? Like, I
Oh,
really hope
There's
they
one
just...
sword.
Ugh.
Oh my god, it's in
20
Pink
rupees on my head.
Brand.
Well, I guess
So
one
this
of us
is an Agassiz.
you know what?
God.
Well, we don't have.
There's
Oh,
a
I know.
pot small though in Desert Big. That's gonna come in handy.
Okay, there's a
Ugh.
super here as well.
So now, I mean, do one of you? It looks like Skipsy's gonna
I
save
think-
and quit.
Besides,
I think you rush Aga Tower. If you get a sword, you just go.
You steal the key
Yeah, I was
next to
thinking
them.
like, what if
Check right
you?
side
Oh
and
wait,
then
never mind. No
I will
glove.
keep
I'm like,
them
what if we steal the key? Can't do it.
That way we will have knowledge.
Okay, Skipsy's gonna go back to Brinstar.
'Cause I will
Yeah,
have
this will
a
be
sword,
good for
so I can
them. They'll get their sword info, and then everybody's gonna know. But obviously, the ding dongs
Cool.
are gonna have to get to desert at some point for that cape.
Yeah, it doesn't look
Unless
like
it now gives us, you know.
Nobly found anything else,
Smoky
so
desert, you
they're gonna have to go to desert. This is unfortunately the kind of seed everyone wants to avoid in co-op.
Yeah,
Very,
you
very
never like
linear
these.
seed. Everyone's overlapping each other. It doesn't feel
Oh,
great to
yeah.
play.
The only thing that feels good about this is knowing your
Sure.
opponents
Just
basically
how
are going to
it was
have to do the same thing. There's no like
Dark Cross.
really splitting this up right now. Now we get the Dark World, there is the potential for that.
I mean,
I kind of feel like there's a hook shot in our future, something to get us across the pond to get to
Well,
West
when I
Dark
find Hammer
World,
and
but
Thief down big, I'll let
also
you know.
maybe depends on, do we find
that's impossible.
you know, do we find the morph ball to open up Super Metroid, and then, you know, kind of anything's on the table.
No, I said
Yeah,
when I
so,
find
like-
Hammer and the Thieves Down
I mean,
Big
right now
Key,
they
I'll
got-
let you know because I'll go and check
The
it.
2 items in Aga Tower.
Like that.
Yeah.
Pyramid.
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
Three
You were
items in
like, yeah, when I
pawn,
find
if-
hammer in Thieves
without
Big,
mimic
yeah,
clipping.
you know, I'll tell you. I'm like, yeah, that
Yeah.
You rolled it. This seed is
So we're
obviously
gonna-
broken.
no glyph.
we're very limited in what we can find. Like hookshot, could find a glove and just go up in the mountain.
I mean, the glove for the mountain play would actually be pretty huge. Ramond getting the 0 information for the mimics.
So like I think, like I don't know. I don't know what you want to find here. Like, do you just want something to make Aga Tower not super slow? Do you want something to not have to do it at all? But knowing that Bombos is available,
yeah, I mean, you're gonna
like,
get, like, this is our Dark World access. I do not see a way around it.
The only thing is if glove is at Aga Tower, I think, and then someone goes in the mountain and finds like a hammer, which we haven't called for.
The thing about the mountain play, I guess, would be, you know, should we find that glove? What do we got? Two items or 3 items up there into Hera, and then we do have a sword, so I guess we could beat Hera. So there's more than just a few, but we also have the Norfair portal.
8 items plus
maybe
1 item in logic and supervisory right now.
Some quick math.
Go get that book. Well, it's kind of obvious with the book anyway.
It was just the Hydra meeting available.
Mm-hmm. So Ramon and Skipsy kind of know what did they have to be doing now. They're headed there, and I think between Obscure and Nobly, they've kind of split the work up, and they know where they're headed now, but still got to kind of go get some items.
So looks like each team member or each team has someone with 2 keys, someone with 1 key.
That's true. Yes. So the other team hasn't gone to, or the other teammate hasn't gone to Dark Cross. So that's going to be super easy with the mirror.
Yeah, they could do right there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of rupees upstairs. CT as well.
Looks like Nobly.
I'm not.
Okay, Nobly is going. They don't know about. Oh, Obscure does have the cape.
Yeah. So like they split this up. So Obscure is going to be going to Pink Bryn, where Nobly has already been.
Yeah. And grabbing the blue veil would be very helpful right now. 3 or 4 heart Aga Tower is, with just Fighter Sword, is not ideal by any means.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's definitely doable though. The gold
very slow.
Yeah, the 2 gold guards going to be kind of like the biggest thing of don't rush it, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, 5 bomb capacity if you want it.
Yeah, they do have ether. They could just freeze them. Animation's pretty fast.
Does ether actually freeze those guards? I know Ice Rod doesn't.
It should.
I guess it does.
Okay.
My brain doesn't work anymore, clearly.
Shall I just steal the key and go back off escape? Seems like a bad play, but...
Oh, Nobly's talking about stealing the key and going to back of escape. That's an option. I mean, that's 3 extra items, but I guess, you know, you do that, you're leaving that Thieves Town small behind.
Exactly.
There
was nothing on the
I don't hate it.
Other chest.
I mean, you know, the Thieves Town small isn't in logic anyway.
Yeah, right. But like, I don't know.
Like if you steal it, you would still get Dark Cross first, reset, or die.
Lamp in the chest.
And then do it, so you get to reset that key.
I think he had like 20 rupees.
Or you just go back and get Dark Cross again.
Solid execution here from Ramon.
110.
It's possible that Skipsy, Skipsy, I think, would have stolen the key first if they planned on doing it. So they might just be going for the Thieves Town small.
Yeah.
And this ether.
So a single rupee in the first chest of Aga Tower. Deeper we go. 1 more chest to have here before we hit Dark World access. And then, I mean, after we do that, we've got the pyramid and we have pod. Yeah, just a heart container here. It's a welcome find, but not going to be progression.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd be mad about a heart container. Going in, even with Blue Mail going into Dark World with 4 hearts is not great.
If we ever get there,
they'll be fine. I trust.
They'll be fine.
It'll be
There's
fine.
an E-Tank here too. Honestly, the E-Tank is probably worth on its own.
Yeah.
To come down for the Thieves Town small this early, especially when you know it's a 0.
Yeah, because you don't know. I I mean, it's kind of a lot of times it's very easy to fall prey to thinking zero Turian, which means I don't have to play a whole lot of Super Metroid. But with the boss tokens actually shuffled, you know, for like the last year or so, maybe a little longer between both games, then that's actually like,
Where are you?
you know, it's an unknown variable. You could just have to play a ton of Super Metroid to get your crystals.
I will say there were some people upset about the tokens being shuffled.
I mean, anytime there's change, people get upset. There's no way around it, and I'm one of those people half the time too.
Yeah, it was a lot of it was like I want people to have to do, you know, Ridley.
Yeah, I mean,
inside, like I want to Link to the Past players to have to do Ridley. I want, you know,
all Super Metroid players that have to do hammerless cold stare, but you know,
well,
or sorry, swordless cold stare.
4-heart Agatawa seed. Hell yeah.
All right, Skipsy into the tower as well. So is Obscure and Nobly. So all 4 runners here. Ramond going to be the first one there.
Or there's a heart container in the other chest.
Yeah.
You know what?
Or rather to Aga.
Well,
but
had 4 hearts.
yeah, at this stage,
doing the spins on the go guards is nice, safe.
I don't remember where I
They
got
do take less damage from spins, surprisingly, but
they take the same amount. It's the same amount as a slash. It seems to be like all of the light world bosses for some reason with fighter sword. Spin and slash do the exact same thing to them. So it's 8 no matter what you do.
Disgusting.
it's just, yeah, less damage than what you would think.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like anytime I spin, it should be master sword damage, like 1 step up.
Yeah, it's just honestly safer to do spins on the gold guards.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with this loadout, like Nobly did not pick up the blue mail.
Well, I'm leaving.
It doesn't look like Skipsy did either. Not a huge deal. It is a little slow to go out to the desert ledge to pick up something like that.
Yeah, you never really want to have to invest all that time. Aga kind of being somewhat kind, we'll say, to Ramond. Not too terrible. Aga Tower is just a chore, though.
Yeah, especially with just fighter sword. Like no boomerang, no hook shot, no really any magical items to make this go faster. Just.
So what is our Ganon goal today? It is gonna be 5. So 5 fast. And what is on the ledge? It's another key. Is this a pod key? I'm thinking this is a pod key. No. Wow. So I guess we're going to pod now.
Yeah. We really don't have a choice here.
This really is one of those bad co-op seeds. It's you know, the breadcrumb trail continues, you know, past the 30-minute mark here. We're going into pod, and there's only a few chests and logic at this stage.
Yeah, we only get 3. I'm sure we're going to see mimic clipping from everyone. No bottles.
Yeah, I might be able to overtake.
I'm someone that cannot mimic clip to save my life.
This is my RNG right there.
So
that's fair. It can be kind of a weird trick, but
it's trash. You know. I got regular. Oh yeah, that was force regular. This is some good shit. How many blue balls do you get in the first
so
phase?
3 people into Aga now, and I love that we're getting different patterns. It makes me sad and hilarious, like happy all at the same time.
I've lost an SMZ3 race by 2 seconds after I got 15 Ganon warps.
Jeez, I would actually be so mad. Like,
I think my comment was like, fixed RNG win.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my god, stop it!
So here we go. Nobly's even upset about it. You can hear him. There's our hammer. So are we gonna get a hook shot next? That doesn't do a whole lot for us.
The hammer does nothing.
Yeah. Hook shot? No.
No, hammer lets him go down to Hype Cave.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So hammer does get us some more checks.
Time to do South Dark World. Like follow your partner.
Not mimic clipping here, I think is fine. Like, just follow the progression.
Yeah.
Just
Follow the
like-
progression. Follow your heart.
I do feel like breaking logic in co-op seeds like this just kind of leads you astray sometimes.
It can, especially if you're bad at, you know, keeping track of said logic.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you find something
There's a
good,
reason
but
it
it's
gave us
like
the key.
way deep in the chain and you don't know that
It's gonna
until
give us
later.
gravity and we're expected to go to like Meridia.
So, can get into swamp here, by the way. For at
I don't
least
want to talk about
one
it.
check.
Yeah, this has to be.
There's a heart container, 4 more chests to go here.
Hammer
Another
shot.
small key. This is to GT.
Actually, it could be a
Another
clock,
small
because that
key.
means-
Oh god, it's
God.
pod.
Uh,
Are we just?
I
Well,
know
that's only
log, no
2.
hook swamp. I mean,
Kinda was nothing. This is nothing.
I'm pretty sure you need 3.
Logically, you
anything else to be
do.
pod.
For to be in the back, that's
Yeah, 'cause if
all
shooting
you have to
chest is
do.
just,
It can't be only 2 because you can
hammer, then I can mimic
Yeah,
open
correct.
2 doors here.
key with back.
So Pod and Brinstar are going to be our 5/6s if we need to get the Pyramid Fairy.
Missile.
I mean, there are 2 of the crystals too, and we need 5. And Brinstar is a nice one that would always be a crystal.
Well, I'm-
Or
I'm
one of your
gonna have to
tokens.
check the bridge.
It's just so quick.
Oh yeah.
So not going down to swamp, not shocking.
Yeah, I would do this first. Maybe if nothing here, maybe dive swamp. There's more fall. I'm not going to swamp. I'm
I might just leave
going
it.
straight SM. The game's now wide
well,
open.
yeah, we
It's
have
time to
now
do fun things.
South.
I'm the dumb person. I would still go to swamp.
Wait for a mimicry
Not
potential.
particularly.
I mean, if you need a play, I think it's a thing to do. There's a super pack. Obviously,
I
nice to
mostly
have.
would go, and so I could get the info on bombos. Here.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, with that book.
I think
Skipsy
someone
gonna be
getting-
heading over with this is a potential mimic clip here.
Yeah, I figured.
What you
Yeah,
found
Nobly's doing the
there,
same.
I have to come back
Mhm.
for.
Nobly already did.
Did the same.
I mean, one person grabbing the hammer and leaving one person.
Staying. It makes total sense. Gonna be nothing over there though. 3 bombs and some cash maybe. But Skipsy setting that up. Ramond gonna be digging a whole lot. Looks like. But soon we will find the treasure. Soon we will get exactly what we need. An E-tank.
GT.
Extra E-tank is always good when you know you're on potential low percent SM for Mother Brain.
Yeah. Any E-tank, even reserve, very welcome at this point. But Ramon gonna save and quit and
GT.
reset. Time to play
First chest of swamp, by the way.
the hard game.
The fun game.
I mean, they're both fun, but man, the skill that people have with Super Metroid is so impressive. Just of how difficult it can be. Dude, Obscure is going. Okay, Obscure's making your play, Shadow. Like we're going, we're going to small.
I legit like in a co-op seed.
It's
I
not
think
terrible.
Any play is good.
This is a good co-op.
Like
Do exactly the same
legitimately
things.
play how you want for the most part,
Mhm.
because
There we go.
any little bit of info helps.
It does. It does.
You're running in here, you're grabbing one item and leaving. It's a little bit slow,
Hera to eat, at least.
Sure.
but it's now no longer in the back of your mind. Like there could be something there.
Oh, Wreck Ship 1 gonna show up here for Ramon. No Wreck Ship ball, so can't really do much with that at this stage. And you know, you're absolutely right. Going into Swamp there, really not a bad idea. I'm thinking we could just do all the front of Swamp because, you know, I'm not playing with keys in my head. But
You pop
Clearly
in
that-
one item, you go to Bombo's
Yeah.
tablet, see what it is. A really big flying bomb is just a super missile.
It's a super pack.
So,
Alright, so
nothing
Alpha,
of consequence here.
yeah, Alpha PBs gonna be an E-tank at least, and some regular bombs for Link to the Past. So we'll take those.
I'm soon.
Got those 4 E-tanks. So if we get both suits, I guess we could beat Mother Brain. Not ammo-wise yet,
No
health-wise.
Obscure.
So who's going where?
Always forgetting not to have a glove. Whenever you're in Dark World, you just automatically think you have a glove. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't matter who you are. As soon as you enter Dark World, you think you have a glove. You can just do whatever. But not the case, unfortunately.
Nice moonfall there. With that screw attack, making that super quick. But we are going to go deeper to Spazer.
I do like this play.
Holy
Basically going down
phoenix,
Red Tower and just going straight to the mountain.
Yes.
Like you have East Death Mountain, you have all of Harry you can beat. You have so much you can do on the mountain that SM is just kind of slow without having all the keys or items.
Mm-hmm.
Just get back to A Link to the Past here.
Necessarily need it.
Yeah, there's always that thought in your mind with that morph ball, like, yeah, it's wide open, but is this just the gateway? We've got that Hera big too as well. So there's just so much on that mountain, and it's not too, especially in co-op, it's not too slow to run through that first before you decide to start doing a bunch of SM. Plus, your partner can do some SM, which is exactly what Skipsy's doing right here.
Yep, splitting it up nice. The person ahead just going.
Oh, sword 2. So Ganon vulnerable now when we have enough crystals. We do have a way to kill him. Not a great way, but a way.
So that's interesting.
Moth was nothing, right?
Because Ramond doesn't have that, but we'll be going up and checking Ether.
We don't have a huge amount of things in logic.
It's not the worst thing. It just feels kind of bad.
Yeah, I mean, like you said a little while ago, the knowledge though, it's pretty powerful. So like, it's inconsequential to probably get back there, especially after you save the old man. So there's going to be some other form of progression on the mountain. I literally would be shocked if we didn't find something else there that Skipsy, you know, I don't think Skipsy's skipping the mountain is what I'm trying to say.
Another big key.
Brexit 1 card.
What?
Right here in high jump.
No, the one.
The heart
Oh, Red
piece.
Tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one.
Probably not worth picking up heart pieces right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine. Eastern big. So that puts one chest there in logic, which feels a little bleh. I want to find the bow, obviously, before I have to go back there. Obscure gonna peek the gauntlet, the backside at least. Nothing available here until we get a key, but just some supers and missiles.
Supers.
I mean, the supers could come into play if we never find charge.
One. The other side is regular.
In key sanity, probably not.
And Skipsy making use of screw attack. Gonna get back to Green Hill Zone now.
Those big side hoppers do a lot of damage.
They do. It's pretty nasty. So gonna peek the charge beam location is a heart container. Skipsy gonna grab that. I think that's wise.
Yeah, Skipsy did not grab the blue mail, so heart's a little bit more helpful.
A little more valuable. Ramond on the mountain saving the old man. No progression on the old man himself. However, many items still to come. Missiles on Spec Rock. I'm pretty sure that's going to be an instant pickup just because of how easy it is. There's our glove.
And Samaria in early supers and another pod small. Oh god.
So where is that speed booster? TR small as well. That's going to kind of have logical implications.
All these checks are locked by speed booster and normal logic. You're not required to mock ball ever.
It's a small key to Maya.
But 3 small keys and a cane of Samaria.
How long is it going to take us to go to Maya?
Well, you know speed's not in Turtle Rock. So
yeah, basically.
Not that much going for us at least.
Yeah, nothing a screw attack.
Alright, so Ramond going to take that glove and do backup escape here. I think that's actually a really heads up play. I would have just been, you know, beeline thinking Hera and not deviating from the path, but this is actually really smart.
We'd also get a pretty early spike cave in.
Getting the desert map, so we will be able to see if that's a pendant, token, or crystal. Skipsy getting the goods here in early supers.
Yeah, I mean, back of escape there is, to me, is kind of like, will I be lucky enough to find mitts so I can do all of the mountain at once? Kind of check. Like, there's not much else that could have helped you other than mitts.
Oh yeah, that's the super.
But if you do get those mitts, it's just an instant 6 other items and knowledge. Or 7 other items.
Container in charge beam. Where are you?
Because they would have been able to get floating island as well. So no mitts, unfortunately. Maybe they'll just pop up on Death Mountain.
The tablet There's a key to the That's our Hyrule Castle small.
Remember, check the one check behind more.
Logically, we know Thieves Town Big Chest is available, but you don't need that key.
We never need to get it. We'll be fine.
So it's good
Green
to
Hill Zone
know
having $20.
Oh, you can still check it.
it's definitely good to know that it's there and available, but
Eastern map as well, so that is some good news. That's 2 Light World dungeons. Kind of worth checking the map at some point. Obviously not, you know, not available to beat, I guess, both of those at this point, but once the goal information becomes valuable.
Super pack as well. Like that super pack is very, very helpful. Any super pack, a pod map too. I think I missed that on Skipsy's side.
So Skipsy heading on down. This is probably to the mountain as well. Nice. Hammer dash.
I think Ramond skips it. Will Skipsy go to Crate Power Bomb? So
Okay, cool.
it's a check that a lot of people just skip.
There's a boss key card to LN.
Okay, Skipsy is skipping that. I wonder if Obscure or Nobly will do it.
Did you find anything important?
It's one of those like bad checks that's in logic without a key.
Yeah, I kind of hate it, but sometimes there are those just checks that you hate doing, but they're required. Ramond heading into the Moldorm fight. This is going to be not too bad. Has that hammer, just needs to get 3 hammer downs. Already has 2, 1 to go, and Moldorm being very friendly with the patterns. So very solid fight. Let's see what we find. It's going to be a key. This could be a pod key, but no, it's a GT, and that's a token. They're about as valuable as a pendant at this point, or even less valuable.
You can also now do desert.
Speaking of pendants,
God, not when you
not
have
what you
both
want to
the
see.
big keys for the like the 4 big keys we have. Only one of them might be useful at this point.
Yeah.
Lower Norfair. And no one wants to go to Lower Norfair in co-op.
I mean, Jack could get real happy if it's PED, right? I guess, and that's required, but like unlikely
Do we want
given the number of
chat
locations.
to be happy about PED required?
No, we never do. You never want chat to be happy about that.
Like,
but
PED might be in our team name, but we don't want PED either.
There's the bow. I mean, now like you really got to start considering Eastern with what's left.
100%. You're going to Eastern.
God, and then
I think there's 3 pod smalls available too. So
no one. It's still locked by. I want to say it's still locked by speed.
Okay,
so
not in logic, but if you're gonna go to Eastern, you might as well go to pod.
Another boss key card. That's Norfair. No Varia yet, so Croc not on the table, but could be. We've got Obscure heading to that power bomb check you were talking about pre-crade, but 5 items coming for Ramond. They're going to be brand new and exciting.
You can also do right side because I want to go grab my glove and save.
Going to be a reserve in the first chest. $300.
Small key.
Map to LN. That's going to be some useful info as we see Nobly take down Moldorm, but 2 E-tanks. So
and Obscure got a Turtle Rock small there, which
you don't need to do.
At the moment, we have no clue when that's going to come into play because Samaria is speed locked. At least like, 1 Turtle Rock small speed locked. But if it's a crystal and they can beat it, might not be caring about the logic too much.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that we got morph bombs there in Hera.
Chest.
And here's the spike cave play.
Because that's super.
It was good. Early check.
Yeah, get it out of the way. Nice heart drop there in those 50/50s.
Okay. I need to grab the old man first.
Yeah.
Skipsy gonna go grab their glove. Ramond, plenty of health here once this magic runs out, or rather switches off of it, but does get a key, and it's the pod.
Okay,
we're logical now.
100% need to go to pod here.
Yeah, and he's in a really always mirroring. Okay, let's see where he decides to go now.
Desert
has
Palace,
something else in mind. You know, I was thinking with that Spike Cave save and quit, with that pyramid portal
Sorry, what
would
did
be
you say?
really nice.
Nothing,
The
basically.
kid check first.
Huh?
There's
I
nothing
said
back.
desert.
I feel like it
Yeah,
has to
desert
be.
map.
Or just
Yeah, getting
could
a
be-
bottle.
Might just be doing Village of
Sorry, I didn't
Outcasts
know
just to
Yeah, I'm checking.
not worried about the pendant right now.
Oh, true. I forgot with that
Iron
glove. We
Dark
actually, I'm an idiot. We have normal Dark World access. This is potentially
Metroid
huge, but
bosses?
gonna grab bombos here.
Metroid boss
Yeah, you
and
might as well.
desert and
Like,
pendant
you don't know if it's going to be
has
required.
Eastern.
I'm still thinking we got to, like, you know, go through the Dark World all the terrible ways, but that is not the case. We are living large.
The
Yeah.
worst part about late glove is when you do Aga is you're going to put off catfish forever.
Trash.
Yeah, it's never convenient. Like, it's just it never is.
Like, catfish is going to be ignored, especially when you've already done Zora. You're just gonna
Mhm.
be going.
This is gonna be a long seed, isn't it?
It is. It's setting
Which
itself
I
up
wouldn't
to be a
blame
long
any
seed.
runner for just putting off catfish indefinitely.
I don't need to bother with either tablet, right? That was just the Hyrule Castle key.
So here's the
So-
sick kid check.
Yeah, this is very smart. There's the bow
I'm
for
doing Outcast
Skipsy.
because we've already done the south.
I feel like knowing that it would have almost been better if they didn't know Eastern was a pendant.
Possibly.
Just in general, like
Keebian.
in co-op, you don't want to have to send someone to a pendant dungeon, knowing that they're just gonna lose time on you.
Oh yeah, for sure. If anything, you want to send whoever's like ahead, quote unquote. But at this stage, it's a little hard to gauge. Nobly already in Thieves Town, gonna get missiles in chest 1. No big key to be seen as of yet.
Yeah,
So only gonna be able to do the first 4 unless it pops up here.
Heads up play, picking up that full magic from the tree.
There's a hook shot
Front of
in
Hookshot.
Thieves Town 2. So that will not really do a lot for us yet, but
that gives you a faster way
fully
to get
clearable
those
swamp
items.
once we find that small key.
Which is nice.
I'm honestly going to be curious where it's going to end up, because it feels like it's a lot of the remaining checks. Quickly,
Single-
if they just
Oh,
find one.
Yeah. Single arrow and a piece of heart in the last 2 of Thieves Town. But a little bit of divergence here. Ramond doing Skull Woods. Not clearable just yet, but
Oh, yeah.
quite a few items here in Key Sanity. So we're going to be peeking that early. As we also see the brewery bottom right of your screen. That's going to be a key card. That's Bryn 1.
Nice retro Bryn check. It's 4 kind of quick items.
Not
But
fair boss.
Time to go back to Billy Mays.
That's in the 2.
I don't know. Skullwoods feels like overroll checks.
Kind
Just
of.
gonna hit it. This is gonna be a ped check really quick.
It's a smart idea in this case. You're never going
That to lower
to the back until you find the fire rod, but if this says fire rod, then it makes it even better for you. There's Bryn 1 for the mimics.
Find anything.
Ped top left of your screen gonna be 3 bombs.
Just
Thank you for
some
playing.
small keys.
I feel like ped is just so rare in SMZ3.
And Samaria. It's
Yeah,
all
there's,
behind, like, the
anytime there's
multiple area.
more checks, it's gonna be,
multiple area.
you know, statistically
Samaria.
we'll say a little more rare, or rarer.
Shack Tool always ends up to being something, but I swear I never see ped.
Okay.
Not sure
Did
which
you
one I'd
Graveyard
rather
Edge
do.
Kingston?
I'm
Oh.
at Kingston.
Okay. Because I'm heading that way now.
So Nobly doing North Dark World here.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing.
Looks like
really-
hasn't found anything of consequence
I
from
guess you can grab the
Kingstoon. Ramon getting a reserve there in Skullwood's front. Skipsy finding out that information about the hook shot. Good info for later on. Ramon pulling supers here from Pot Prison.
Graveyard Edge.
I was gonna say it again. Until you have 60
I'm not gonna do
supers,
Graveyard Edge.
every super pack is nice.
Yes, indeed. I hate to see the shovel, but that's one of those unknowns. Could be valuable for the ding
There's only
dongs.
Chest 2 in Thieves Town, wasn't it? I need to do.
And the guaranteed small key here in this logic.
For the hook shot. I'm doing
Kind of running out of some stuff to do again.
Pepper.
We do have that catfish. We do have all of Eastern, or the rest of Eastern, and we have a lot more of pod available. Some of pod out of logic, but I don't think any runner is going to care.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna
So we also have Retro Bryn.
Uh,
Slightly forget
if you
about
want to
that
grab
key,
that Brain
but
1 key, then
Yeah, Retro Bryn is
I will say
I
we also
think to play.
have Ocean
Yeah,
and the
wanna
first
save and
item in a
grade
wreck
too.
ship fully available.
Spy Cave,
Oh yeah, the first with it being only one, it always feels bad.
resetting.
Oh yeah, no, it's awful to be the one to have to go check it. It's even worse when you find something and you're like, I well, the other person has to go check it. And now we're hoping that the other team doesn't go check it, but
I'm still unsure about that shovel thingy. You can check that.
it's a lot of
Another occasion.
you always end up coming back to just
Well,
there's a
I
lot
didn't
of
go
bad
very
checks
low.
left
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
in
That's what
SMZ3.
I'm saying.
for
Or
sure.
at least in Key Sanity, because you can't
You can do that
always
some
match stuff
other
up
occasion,
well.
Yeah.
when I'm telling you it's
So Ramond heading to
Was
the
there anything on bumper?
east. Is this?
saying bumper.
We're going back to Super
I'm just
Metroid, all
dropping
right?
down the left, are you
This
still
would probably
in
be
this
that Retro
No,
Bryn play, which I really like. This is definitely what I would say.
Vanilla key
Also
here?
getting a
better-
sword.
Yes, there is.
Oh yeah, it's a quick pit stop for a sword if you're doing this before a dungeon, but I don't know. I like the Retro Bryn play and co-op here a little better than saying like diving
Really wanna go to the back.
pod again and maybe beating Eastern.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's still
bombs.
quite a few checks over there. It's
Yeah.
just unfortunate that it's a pendant and a crystal you can't beat yet.
Better hold on to that.
So we'll see if that
That's
comes into
4
play
keys to pull.
soon. I think Skipsy might be routing in catfish here.
Yeah.
That would actually be really good because it kind of leaves no stone unturned at this point. Obscure going to be resetting
Where
to
are all these
SM.
pod keys? Because I haven't picked up any of them.
There's a
Ramon,
graveyard
One's
first
in the mock
and
wall
King's
area.
Tomb.
this will
One's
give him
in
that
White Cave,
that shovel,
the
which
other
is
one's
very
White Cave.
poopy knowledge to have. I mean, good knowledge to have, but it's poopy that you may have to check it since it's
I
going to
think
be a
one of them's
one-off.
out
You've
of
already done Stumpy. You've already done K45.
It's not too bad to run to though.
Yeah, but every second counts, you know?
Yeah, one behind mock ball.
So the first two items, no dice. It's just going to be some PBs. And
Did Skipsy already do King's Tomb? I honestly didn't see.
I think he did. I think he did.
Did it before Graveyard Ledge, maybe.
Was there anything on Sinkin?
Oh, I forgot. Whoops.
Ah,
That's a
shit.
key card.
Brinstar. Well,
Ren 2 and a pod
it's
key.
fine.
Now we've got something in logic in the
I'm
back
just
of
gonna
pod.
Clean up front of escape now. Get that ether on.
That's kind of gross,
well,
honestly.
this uses dynamic key logic, so 3 keys was enough to get to the back.
There's nothing in King's Tomb.
Does it use dynamic?
Nothing.
Yeah. So since you can't open, if the big key isn't available, you can't open that door. So it's not a big deal. Nothing on catfish.
Mm-hmm. Catfish coming up empty.
So heading back to Brinstar or Pink Bryn
I'll do
and
shovel
Green
and check
Bryn,
Sinkin.
which is actually good.
Yeah, we've got
Because Skipsy did all of
Edecunes.
this.
Right. So this, if there was anything there like of value, which I don't really know if there was, that
It was
I guess the
Samaria.
cane, Samaria,
Yeah,
true.
Samaria and a couple of keys. So
The only thing we're going to really be leaving behind now is, you know, Waterway, but
no,
You know, until
Waterway
speed.
at least can be kind of combined with.
Okay, Billy
I'm
Mays
Shaft
has
Supers.
a Bring 2 and a
Yeah.
Pod key, so that is in logic.
All right, setting up here for Spore Spawn Skip.
Yeah, so we have 4 pod keys now.
Can I just complain that it bothers me greatly that you need 2 different key cards to get to the same item, like or one or the other. I can't stand it, but
Yeah, Spike Cave.
I didn't make the logic.
We can blame. No, we can't blame
Was
Total.
it only
We'll blame
Spike?
Wild.
Yep.
Was it one in Paradox?
I'm gonna blame
Wild wrote all
cross.
the logic.
I'm gonna blame cross
I
product
remember.
just
Okay.
because It's always fun to blame him
we
after
went
talking
in
to him
with
the other
one.
day.
There's one behind Mockball, one in Spike Cave, one in Hype Cave, and one in Billy Mays. That's 5.
Looks like we're finally getting a Bombos tablet check
I've said that
from
like 5
the
times.
mimics.
I'll get the one in high
So
gear.
Hasway Beam doesn't have
do the back, but
to
I can't do harmless hellway.
gate glitch through this.
Those are 6 key locked anyway.
Thank
so
God.
Do the major part.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 5.
Oh God, it's powder. So like another fetch quest. Like, go have fun.
Yeah, I'm just talking about instead of rushing.
Oh,
Oh, Bombos was
Bring
supers,
2,
which
that
is still
gives me,
good. So like, but it's not something you would go out of your way for later.
White bean gate.
It's good knowledge if you're at like 55 and you're trying to get ready to ammo up for Mother
This is
Brain.
the reason I didn't go to hype cave earlier, I guess. GT key.
Ramond gonna be heading to Green Bryn. Skipsy back at the ship.
Skipsy,
So now
Ramond is hogging all the E-tanks.
6 key.
Definitely has 6 of them. 3 items here in Eticoons. Got to get through these annoying little gnats. And
Yeah,
then
your attack,
Well,
it's
that's
nice
not
and easy.
too bad to get.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
because we can-
missiles at the first one. Gonna go through the super door. Find the second item. Gonna be the grab suit.
Oh. So that
Meridia,
doesn't
anyone?
unlock too much right now. They don't have any keys.
We got a
But-
map of Meridia. I mean, we could like
It's
see what
4
the
items.
goal is there.
4 items. I think technically you can get to Precious Missile with normal logic.
Excellent, so I'd like to hear.
Yeah.
While jumping through.
Well, watch
It's
this.
really slow.
I bet you we're gonna get another Meridia key or a Meridia key right here. Oh no.
Sometimes Samus does not want to morph in midair.
All right, I was wrong.
I was wrong. Oh, nice mock ball out. Don't
Stream is
fall.
canceled. I was wrong.
Spore spoons, nothing.
Well, this is a vodcast. Anti does not actually contain all the info.
Yeah, imagine me not watching this ahead of time to know exactly what to say to look smart.
300, so not
How's it going, Skipsy?
Yo, Skipsy.
This is one of those seeds you don't want to see in co-op.
Yeah, it's been very linear, but I mean, the only like really good thing so far, like I mean, this was really good routing to be able to send Ramon back over here to get his cane and keys here, because he didn't really have another way over. Yo, Ramon,
Oh god.
how's it going?
Wave beam gate has powder.
So Skipsy getting the goods up there in Billy Mays,
I feel like that's the best
and we'll see
Yeah,
where their
definitely.
next play is gonna be.
4 key items and
Like you were saying, Meridia doesn't have a lot of options for them, but at least not dense ones, but there are some options.
There's not a lot of options in general right now. Nobly's going back to pod though, and probably
Shit, I
beating
should've
Eastern
picked up my
here.
bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Could have done Eastern.
That's why I kind of left it for you, so you could do the 2 together.
Yeah, but I haven't been back to me.
Oh well.
It's fine, I can do Eastern here. It's over. Or you can
All right,
do
so
Eastern with my
new
fine.
checks coming here on
Yeah, I mean,
bottom
Eastern
right of your
usually
screen with
gets it.
Nobly. Gonna be some new pod information.
Does Nobly only have a couple
gravity.
keys?
Looks like it.
Wall
Obscure
jumps
But-
looks like they have 5.
behind the green.
5. He does. Where were the other ones? I missed that.
We've picked up 5.
I thought we only had 4, but I guess you're right. So we're finally in the back.
That means
No
you need to
big
get
key
to
to pod
Billy
yet.
Mays.
Not going to be able to beat it, but we got 3 items here. Going to be
Oh,
supers in turtles.
This is a little unfortunate too, knowing all these keys are available. But
Missiles.
I would say I still like the play to just go back
That's really
here
logic.
Oh,
and see
absolutely.
if there's anything immediately of value.
Okay, so it's
Like
only
I
the
said, I
powder
don't
and the
think there's
gravity I
necessarily a
found
bad
behind the
play
green too.
early in co-op. Like so much is just available,
Yeah.
and there's so many bad checks that someone's gonna have to do it.
I mean, obviously you're going to get a lot of what you would call bad checks in a mode that's bad, like Grimace. You know, it's meant to be a little LOL,
Like,
so to
missing the
speak.
bomb jump, having to go back down the stairs.
It is a little unfortunate.
Not that gravity.
That's why most times if I'm going for the bomb jump, I'll take the extra like 5 seconds or whatever it is to go through the door transition at the bottom. Just
Not Dragon.
just because if I'm gonna mess it up, I'm gonna mess it up when I get punished the worst for it.
Yeah, and that's what Nobly's doing now.
Like Mama Turtle. I can get one. Look
It's
at the
unfortunate to miss it.
And you hear Obscure there talking about Mama Turtle.
Yeah, Mama Turtle. So they can't get Main Street missiles. They can get Crab Supers, and they can in logic get one check at Mama Turtle and look at the other one.
Right. Ooh, Ramond going to Vanilla Big Key chest and getting Criteria 1, and he's out of here.
Gives us 3 items over at.
You're gonna be at Eastern first.
He is heading into Eastern now. Criteria 1's gonna open up that unknown check at the Gauntlet.
So I don't mind doing that first because you're gonna have to mirror anyway out of it, and then you just mirror, beat Eastern, then go back in, so you can save and quit.
We should have
If that's what they decide to do. I mean, if they find something else. Can't get the land. Well, they can get the landing site. Infinite bomb jumping is unfortunately in logic.
I'm not too worried about that.
Oh god, I don't want to talk about it.
I'm very experienced in SM, and I don't want to do it.
I don't ever.
Just give me speed or space jump, please.
Oh man, I want to say I wasted like 10+ minutes going to go get charge in Lower Norfair just to finish a seed, and I had to IBJ out of GT. I was so mad like having to do that.
Yeah, how many have I
The
got?
Criteria one will give them. We saw ammo only in the back, I think, on someone's side. I don't know if everyone's checked it or both teams have checked it.
Ramon headed to the boss. I did miss what was in that big chest, but I don't see anything new and exciting lit up on the tracker. But Skipsy
It's
heading to Meridia.
not on the chest. It's never a big chest. It's always the boss.
The only thing that would be bad, I think, for the Mimics right now, given what they are doing or split up doing, is if, like, say, you get a Meridia keycard right here, like that could be like not worst case, but it wouldn't feel great. Oh, Ramon gonna set up for the actual quick kill. The Yuzu strats, I respect going for it, almost getting it done.
Yeah, I missed one arrow there.
Just
Nothing
a
in the
piece of
Eastern.
heart.
A little unfortunate. Skipsy got to be a little careful.
Yeah, I'm a little scared there, but oh my god, it's
setting a 2 key setting up this bomb jump off of Mother Turtle is just
TR key next to Crane.
so nerve-wracking. Luckily, Mama Turtle usually doesn't go back and forth unless you're like down there.
Third tries the charm. We've got the rhythm going.
I swear it's programmed in to never be able to set up IBJ with high
First try.
the first time.
Oh, that's Meridia 2. That's not going to do a whole lot at the moment, but having that now can be huge, especially if we find
there's a red
you know, a way to get through Batwoon, I guess, or to Batwoon.
Red Mao in the item.
Yeah, and that's also sand pits and aqueduct from the back, and they have flippers to get there.
Yeah. So you're saying, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, that's not in logic currently?
With infinite bomb jump it is because
okay. All right, that makes sense.
I always forget about morph bombs
along the way. There's like PV.
Yeah, because you never. I feel like you never get them.
And when you do get them, you have to infinite bomb jump everywhere, and it's
exactly. It's either like super early or right before the end of the game when it doesn't matter, and you've got like 35 power bombs or something.
How'd you go in? Oh, because morph bombs. Where were they? Oh, that was the red tower, wasn't it?
Obscure doesn't have morph bombs. He never went into Hera.
Oh,
Hera.
I mean, there are ways to get it without morph bombs, but they're not ones that I would attempt in a race setting like this.
Yeah.
In a co-op seed where you could be doing something else, you can use a power bomb to actually boost yourself towards it, but
getting the grab jump there in. Or heading to further in Meridia, but unfortunately, no Meridia 1.
Yeah. Got the other key.
I still don't remember the key doors. I played in this and I can't remember the key doors to save my life.
Leave the super for now.
Gonna go back up to Red Tower, it looks like.
Because I'd rather just do it later with the pod big.
Getting this one first try.
I've got it on my notepad anyway.
Skipsy got all warmed up. Doing infinite bomb jumps.
I have 35 Zupers now.
25.
Long ones like this are nerve-wracking though.
Oh, there was a pod.
You lay the bomb like a pixel too early and you just never...
Oh yeah. It always makes me nervous when runners that like are actually good at the game, when they like offset themselves to the right or to the left for the last bomb, because like it just makes my anxiety spike, because it's like, oh, you're not gonna, it's not gonna continue.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't
Ramond.
think anything was really found in pod outside of
Green
that
Hill was nothing.
criteria 1
Weight
key,
beam is powder.
Yeah.
Weight beam gate, I should
which
say,
is
powder.
good for the ding dongs, but
Mission Impossible was nothing.
I mean, is it?
Yeah.
Because did they pick that up? They have not.
well, no, it's good that there's nothing else there, but they did not
think
pick it
there's
up.
like a heart
It looks like
container
Obscure is
charging.
going back now with all of the keys.
This must be where one of those other pod smalls were. Nope,
No,
that's a TR small.
So Skipsy
Nobly-
getting some of these E-tanks, which is good, because
Oh yeah. Finally
Right.
gonna need a few of those maybe in the late game. Now Obscure with his 5. That's a lot
It's just
of pod
vanilla
smalls.
big
Gonna
keys,
probably find that criteria. I want to call it a CT key card, but it's not CT. We've already gone through
God,
there.
I've got to do that as well.
That's why I said that.
so is Skipsy gonna go to Wreck Ship here? I guess they don't have logical access to Wreck
You don't
Ship.
have to do it.
Well, I'm here anyway.
No, they
I
do,
thought it
'cause
was
they
just
have
one
gravity.
item.
Well, just do Eastern first.
Yeah,
That's
I'm doing
true.
this because I'm gonna
So
be
you
here
got
at
one item there, unless that one item
Yeah,
turns,
yeah,
you know, is the
Eastern.
boss key card, and then suddenly you have all of it.
Oh, that's
They
a
also
key card.
have
Criteria 1.
Okay, I mean fair.
Oh, that's sick.
It's an awful check. They also have Ocean, so there's 2 items,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
it's
I forgot we haven't checked the ocean.
nope. We didn't have Morph when
So in the
Skipsy
Wolverine
checked
Chelsea,
Moat
it was only
earlier,
the
I
green
think.
door, right?
Yeah, only behind the green door. And then head up to the mock.
All right, Ramon's turn to handle the IBJ.
I think I'm gonna go.
that looks good.
Second
What kind of
try.
was it on the turtle thingy?
Okay, Skipsy's saving and then going to Wreck Ship. That makes a lot of
That's
sense.
probably
Yeah, you could just like bail out with a save, or rather, excuse me, a reset.
most likely.
I'm seeing this camera shake from like where Mama Turtle's just like, you know, smashing herself into the, you know, back and forth. That would like totally distract me, but I've never
Yeah,
actually
so
had the
with
IBJ in that room.
Gravity high jump boots, you can just kind of jump there and moat. Easy peasy.
Fine.
Mhm.
Time we get go load. Big chest is a piece of.
So here we go, new item check here on Skipsy's screen. Gonna be the flute.
Ooh.
Doesn't do a whole lot right now, but if we get
mothball.
mids, yeah,
I
saving
love the
time there.
mothball out of Ocean.
That's how you know Skipsy's good at this game.
I think
There's the TR.
Dante Comms is just being
I think I'm
jealous of
gonna
people playing
go-
SM better.
It really is. Like the game is so hard.
Hera to get my morph bombs so I can check.
It's like impossible to play. Every seed is SM impossible for me.
Or you can leave that to me though.
Do you really want to come
All right,
all
so
the way back to
the wreck
vanilla
ship gonna
pod
be
key?
a piece of heart.
I don't.
No good.
You're gonna want to keep that flute though.
Seems like
Yeah, and it's definitely not faster to,
Yeah.
you know, have to reset, go back and get it.
No, with gravity suit, getting out of here is honestly not that bad. Yeah, Skipsy, that's fair.
All right,
Honestly, I
Obscure
really
gonna
like podcasts because we can see runners like
live reactions in
yeah,
chat.
live reaction plus their chat like
Yeah. I love, like, one thing I really like, and I wish we could do it more. People would abuse it like on speed gaming and ZSR and stuff probably, but I would just love, like, to be able to dive into a runner's thoughts, like, you know, just kind of like be able to listen to their mics on,
regardless,
you know, instead of just like constantly like, you know, gaslighting them in from the commentary booth saying, you know, hey, this is what they're thinking.
one key card that is in logic. That
Yeah.
way there.
I think that might be the.
like you never know what
the play.
someone is like really
Yeah.
Mama
Like
turtles.
we don't
Mhm.
have all the information necessarily, or like what they feel like they're comfortable with.
I'm gonna let you
Right.
do that while I do the criteria.
So
one.
there's the flute
There's
for
no point
Ramon.
you
He's going to
going
head
to
out
the
as well. Skipsy back to
Yeah,
A
yeah.
Link to the Past. Probably get the CT1.
But I'm currently
Criteria
gonna go over
one.
to-
Yeah, I did it again, man.
I'm gonna infinite bomb jump up to landing site.
Did we see this on Ramon's side? If we did or did not, it doesn't matter. Looks like the Hellway is just
some
going to be
Don't.
pack of missiles. Oh yeah, we do have the shovel check. That's still at large. Never mind.
Skipsy's just gonna go activate flute.
well, don't need to kill the boss inherit anyway.
Yeah, this looks like me a lot. It's like, all right, the flute. I'm doing the flute, and then by the time I get like right here is when I tell Ari, oh no, I forgot to check shovel. My bad.
Every runner does it. Trust
Yep.
me.
How to do.
Absolutely.
I'll powder first.
Don't really want to run all the way there though.
So will CT, dude, Ramon's got the rhythm down. I need to practice that.
Oh,
The
there's
set, like the
Smokey
first one's the
above,
hardest one. You get the first one, the
like
rest.
the motive
I
here.
It's
actually
just
think the second one is the hardest one because if you place it in a weird spot, you just fail on the
Oh,
third
yeah.
one.
I guess that's
100%
true.
of the time.
Over here.
Magic back, gonna be 3 bombs. No progression there. The chain ends.
This is the
Yeah.
nice, slow and steady infinite bomb
Mhm.
jumping.
Yeah, I have to time my IBJs like really well because my contacts will just dry out and like fall out of my head because I'll just like have my eyes wide open the whole time, like do not
Nice to
blink.
know, but not
Oh
useful
man.
right now.
So that what is that landing site? Not gonna have
Landing
anything.
site, nothing. Good for
for us.
Skipsy not having to do it.
Well, we
It
do have
feels-
this up here. We do have
This-
gauntlet.
Wall
One.
jump with high jump boots.
We've got IBJ. It
Oh,
doesn't matter.
I have to run
Well, I know,
back.
but this wall jump with high jump boots
I
is
don't wanna-
honestly a lot harder.
This
Yeah.
could be worse.
Back
And it's a
into
race
the
setting. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I don't even know double bomb jump. I know there's like a
I'm thinking of doing
a rhythm to it, and I should learn it. But it's just infinite bomb jumping is pretty uncommon anyway.
Here we go. What is this item going to be? Big
Big
key.
key.
This is probably some. It's not progression just yet.
Oh,
That's the
handicap,
Meyer
wait.
big. So no value in that just yet. We need a various suit maybe to help us figure out.
We would need space jump as well. to
Yeah,
get
I guess that's
through
true.
Warfare.
I mean, you could.
And
These
also-
guys are smart. They could grab jump, but Skipsy's probably going exactly where the progression is. We're headed to the back of Meridia with that level 2 key card.
Remembering ammo is here is
One
good
item in
Oh yeah.
because
Marita as well.
80/40 is pretty good. It's comfy. It's not enough to. I don't. Is that enough to beat Mother Brain?
it is not. It's not without refilling
Nothing
after
above the
breaking the
ship.
glass.
Hmm. I need like
think
a chart.
Minimum ammo is like 80,
Yeah. I'll check the
50,
gauntlet now.
or no, 80, 45 maybe. I'd have to
Oh,
do
yeah,
the math,
Speed boost.
but it's about 80 missiles, and you need
Right.
a certain number of supers.
So the question now is going to
worth getting those
be,
supers in the back.
where are the ding dongs going?
Probably with you.
Yeah.
There.
40 missiles, and you need 36 to break the glass. So
You can never have enough supers, I assume.
you would need you would still need 50 missiles or supers. Basically.
I,
Mhm.
for one,
Yeah, you would get like 14 supers out with 80 missiles
if you wonder.
of equivalent damage.
So Obscure going to be using that criteria one. Bombs there at precious missiles, precious bombs today.
Nobly is going to do X-ray, which I don't believe is in logic.
It's not with this loadout.
Oh,
It-
big key.
Does have
Maya.
morph bombs,
The gauntlet.
but
I don't-
not having Varia here is so.
Oh, this is
spooky.
bad. Yeah, I think he's toast.
Ah,
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
that was
Doing X-ray without Vari is just so spooky.
Yeah, there's the mitts. That flute now gonna be huge
I got grabbed.
because now it's time to go to Meyer. We can get the LN and just peek it. It's not in logic, but we could peek it. But the Meyer entry a little more valuable here. We've got 2 of the 3 medallions. We got that Meyer big key, and Ramond has all 3 small keys. So I'm thinking something's there, and I think it's gonna be Bombos or Ether to get in.
So I don't think.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, Skipsy has not picked up the Meyer big, so
I have to go to the key card as well.
Yeah, gonna have to go get that. That's in that gauntlet check.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramond on the way, getting that information.
Oh, we've got the Maya big key now. So, well, actually, that's out of
I
logic.
can never do snail clip there,
Speed boost and one more
Skipsy.
pod key.
I always just do this one. Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
one of the pod keys
no.
was speed boost locked
I think
in
you.
the mock ball area.
Like, I don't know what to do
pretty
here.
sure
You
it's
just
a soft
stuck.
lock,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
That's unfortunate.
Like that. That's what he meant.
I think Skipsy hit a direction on
So we've got all
accident.
3 Maya small keys.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, information and co-op is power.
You can get the Meyer big
While I'm talking
here.
about Maya, I'm gonna go pick up my
Yeah.
bonus.
Actually, did Skipsy pick up the Criteria 1 key? I don't know.
Oh, you know what I can do? I can go check
Oh,
head. on my
headed
way
back. No mitts are there. That's the progression. I don't. Oh no, I don't think. Oh, you hit down because you didn't think he made the snail clip.
Mm.
Yeah.
Probably has to be.
It must be progression.
Skipsy I don't think has the Criteria 1 key because of where it is in pod.
Right. Oh no, Ramon actually getting hit with the sand pit. None of this ever really feels good when it happens, but they're in a pretty good spot, honestly.
Did he grab mitts? I know he's manually tracking.
Okay.
Is he manually? No, I think Ramon is auto tracking. His tracker lit up as soon as they got into the seed.
That's 1 check only, dude.
Well, off you go.
But I think he's gonna have to go through. He's saving. Maybe gonna do the snail clip. Oh, both manually track. Okay.
Yeah, but you have to go the back way to get it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see the
Yeah.
if they grab mitts or not.
Hold on.
Skipsy. Okay, pull out the cape. Good call.
Oh yeah.
Coming here, low health.
Big scared.
Most terrifying thing.
Oh.
All right, Ramon gonna
boulders are
reset.
ruthless.
That's the sand pits and like the
Yeah.
one
Yeah, gonna assume that Ramon did get those mids, but that'll be good because with the flute, like we said, Meyer open, but we do have a few things here available
Magic bat.
in Meridia still.
Just bombs.
Always get worried when that Snell is like guarding the ledge. It's so frustrating. Sometimes you just like want to get to the left pit and the snail's like, you know what? No, you're going down.
I at least will go in like
2 items here in this left sand pit we need to see. Oh, ooh, plasma beam. I want it.
Might as well.
So
pick it
does
up.
Ramon.
I can't believe we were also missing Swamp Small still.
This is literally the hardest jump in the game. Like this is like harder than CWJ.
Like,
Oh, there's that swamp small.
castle tower key.
Well, definitely keeping that room.
Just like find all your bits and
Skipsy
pieces.
saving this
Aga
time.
Tower.
I'm guessing we'll go back to the snail clip.
What are you talking about?
And then it's just kind of like you
Ramon
just
did
can't
not
split
do
up.
it.
It's just like really linear. For
I mean, now
a
this is good because you can kind
nasty.
of divide these things up a good bit. You've got swamp, you've got mire area.
There's a
So
lot now.
behind the
Smith
criteria?
Chain,
Yeah, with the
you have
mitts.
Dark Death Mountain. We couldn't have access to
do
GT.
ice.
That
God, I don't want to
ice-
think about GT yet.
There's unfortunately a whole lot to do right now.
There's also something on Bombo's tablet. I can't remember what it was.
Super flying bomb.
Oh yeah.
Headed back to the mountain though. They're gonna be right here.
I'm not gonna go
Doing Super
to
Bunny hook shot,
Dragon
see what Turtle
like
Rock
you're
is.
saying.
Could go into Turtle Rock
Head, so
potentially,
go and search those sand pits and
or at least a few items. Can get the Mimic Cave at least.
pray to God it's not.
Yeah, in this situation, I'm probably kind of hoping that it's Quake, and I never see Quake.
It's gonna be the Dragon.
All right, so Nobly going to be heading
Maybe.
to Meridia back end as well after getting that key, and Obscure finally headed back to get that as well. It just kind of shows like how much time you can bleed just by mistiming something or misrouting something. Happenstance of rando, obviously, but and the unfortunate
soft locking on the snail clip again. Looks like just bailing on it. Lost a bit of time.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not in logic. It might not ever come up again.
Mm-hmm.
But it is.
All right, so Meyer Shed. $20 and a pack of missiles. Ammo still needed. No charge beam insight. Obscure falling down. Having a bit of a moment here. I can relate.
So this jump. Okay,
Oh, really?
what Skipsy does is what I do. And what you do is you wall jump off the opposite wall.
And do
And
like the
you morph
Alcatraz,
there.
like
Yeah.
the morph off the wall.
Yeah, you have a little bit more room for.
There's Bombos for that. It's Meyer time. This is fully beatable. Like lamp available, obviously very early. So
Not a lot of arrows is unfortunate, but Cape plus Master Sword is more than enough to kill all the small eyeballs.
yeah, I think Ramon's beaten Vidi on low percent once or twice. Being the avid cross keys player that he is. Further into Meridia, looks like, for Obscure. Gonna have to get out of there eventually and go back around the back. Yeah, I think he's making the same mistake I think that Skipsy made, looking to grab jump here, but it's really not going to work out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest time loss. It's like, oh, oops, right.
Mm-hmm.
No one key.
I didn't mean to do it.
Snail clip on Nobly side. That's a little high. That looks good.
So which check was the mitts?
Supers on left side Meyer. Gonna go to good old cutscene chest.
So the weird thing about snail clip, that's unfortunately too low. The weird thing about snail clip is the snail has to be lower than what you think actually works.
I used to have like a screenshot of showing me where that snail needs to be.
I don't know how, but I screw up my thing a lot, by the way.
You can change that in FFC, Falcon, the color.
Okay, there's a super pack in the right sandpit.
But it's by default purple.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at?
Super Bunny Cave here for Skipsy. Going to be 2 brand new items for us. Going to be a pack of missiles as well as 20 whole dollars.
See the stone pot.
Mitts.
Cutscene and Meyer going to be $20 as
I
well.
was gonna go.
So we got all
Flute
3
goes to
small
Maya.
keys and nothing on left side. Cool game. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm so glad the game did that to us. Hey, look, it's Quake for TR. Yeah, that's what I want to
Mind the
see.
Dagon, at least.
Don't have to worry about diving it and wasting time potentially. You just
Oh, no,
can't
I mean,
even
not
think
that round,
about
no,
it.
but
Now,
when you get
Quake might
to
just
Zelda.
show up here in Hookshot Cave and make me regret being excited for a second. Power bombs and a heart
my
piece.
God.
3 more items here in
I cannot snake it.
Hookshot
Big key to
Cave.
Skull Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Extra bottle's nice. We don't know if we're gonna find another sword anytime soon.
Oh, Nobly has Quake. Okay, and I missed where Nobly picked Quake up. Was that the snail clip item?
Was it?
The other thing to think
I
of,
think he left snail clip.
we were talking about logic implications. Like, we don't have
Where's that
the
behind,
speed to unlock our Samaria. So
Correct.
I'm wondering if is Speed
Snail
just chilling in Swamp?
Maybe, but I haven't seen anything of consequence here in Mire yet.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of nothing, but we're probably going to get our
Hopefully-
Mire, or rather Swamp Answer here really soon from Skipsy.
Skipsy's health is causing anxiety for me.
He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's got this. Big key there. That's going to be the... Okay. TR Big and Mire.
I'm just leaving.
Okay.
I think they're all manually tracking.
I know
know
Nobly
nothing.
is, given the emulator he uses.
Yes, please.
But doing a vodcast or a actual restream live, I'm not going to have 4 people tracking, and I can't track 4 streams at the same time manually.
Potentials right there.
But I don't feel like they found Quake. I could be wrong.
Nothing at Dragon.
Unless it was at the shovel. I don't think we saw Skipsy stop by the shovel.
And we'll find out here briefly, but into Swamp Palace we go with a half heart.
No,
Gonna give us
Fine.
that shield, has the small. He is fine. Never worried.
I should head up to the mountain afterwards. Because I need to do my paradox things and stuff.
Was that the big key?
GT big key.
Okay. Oh, Skipsy didn't check Ganon's tower, I don't believe.
Honestly, at this point, I probably wouldn't have either. No,
Yeah.
You can beat Swamp and
And Mire.
Mire. You're kind of just like, we need 5 crystals no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
The lightning just hit the arrow.
Yes, that can happen. If the arrow hits the front of the lightning that actually like hurts you or whatever, it'll just take the arrow away with it. But otherwise,
I've never actually
very
seen that before.
solid fight from Ramond. Oh, there's space jump
And a
and
crystal.
and a crystal. We want those. That's going to be crystal 1 at the 125 mark.
I have
We
streamed
have
A Link to the Past for 3,000 plus hours and played it a bunch offline. I have literally never seen lightning take an arrow.
Well, if you've marked Quake, we've got a problem.
Today,
Learn something
Shadow
new every
learned.
day.
Okay.
You have access.
Oh, there was a heart there. There was a heart there, Skipsy. There's another one here. Oh man. Skipsy's skipping the hearts. It's making mine beat faster. Okay, Turtle Rock Small. That's gonna give us 3. So if we find the ice rod,
Tank and a Quake. Lol.
we could beat that. We'll need a fire rod too, I guess. You know, those are essential. But Ice Palace time for Ramon.
Yeah, three beatable dungeons. I feel like he just not go to GT yet. Obscure has it? I don't know. Maybe?
Look, Relkin, I'll tell you this. And me and Ari say this all the time when we comm these. 4 screens is really hard, especially in this game with keys. So
What was on the left sand pit?
we're gonna miss a whole lot of things.
Obscure is skipping on the plasma, it looks like, and just taking the supers.
Oh, that's a desert small, dude. Ugh.
Fine, you're doing my ear, so.
Suddenly desert's like an option. But that's a boss token, and we don't need any of those
2
today.
chests definitely. I can't remember what the 5 is. I think it's.
We can also,
Is there a TR key?
yeah, I was like, we can beat desert, but do we want to?
Wait,
No. Now, no ice big for any of the runners, so Ramon gonna be leaving that behind unless it shows up
I wish Gamma was
in ice itself, which is very possible.
I feel like most people are fine with just leaving Ice Big Chest.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need it. Supers,
Oh,
or
there's
excuse me,
no-
regular missiles in that vanilla big key chest.
The key.
So Quake
Oh,
and
right,
Snail
yeah.
Clip. So TR is very, very speed locked.
Yeah, twice. Speaking of speed, it's left side swamp. Skipsy picking
Oh.
that up.
That's
That's gross.
Skipsy can go straight back to Aqueduct after this,
Take it easy, thanks.
if they so choose.
Mhm. Ramon gonna get an E tank. Yet another one. Ramon, like you said, hogging all the E tanks for the
At
team.
least that one's on the way.
Yeah, Skipsy will be able to get that one. Now, if this
Do the boss
ends up
first.
being like another SM boss token, like
in my eye.
good luck ever getting that E tank.
Like, do spike, break, bridge and boss.
There are 2 more SM bosses at large.
Yeah, because I kind of want to know if there's anything behind that big key. Oh,
All right, 2 more items incoming for Skipsy here in Swamp. Nobly checking out Super Bunny.
Map for Thieves Town is really nice here.
Big chest first.
Yeah, considering we know it's the green pendant. Just so nice.
Yep.
Waterfall
Always-
gotta be 50. It's like the big keys. You're always gonna get the one you don't need first. And if you go out of your way to get a map, it's definitely going to be like Hyrule Castle or GT.
It's always GT. It's like, oh, there's a map on Lake Hylia Island. Let's mirror to it really quick. GT. Dang.
Single arrow there in ice. 1 more item available to us. That's going to be on the boss. Ramond headed to take on Cold Stare. Skipsy in the fight with Argus. Down to 3.5 hearts, or I should say up, considering we were at half when we first got in here. But gonna have to be a little careful here. Doesn't want to take a hit because on green mail that guy hits a ton, especially for boss 2 of the game.
Skipsy picked up blue mail, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he did. Okay.
I think there was blue mail at Crab Supers.
This has to be like a...
That's right. I do remember seeing that now. Ramond into phase 2 on Master Sword, utilizing the hammer. Skipsy getting some spins in. The 3 for GT is what we see on Nobly's screen. Argus going down for Skipsy. We'll see what the dungeon prize is going to be. That's a map to Hera. That's useful, just like the Thieves Town.
Yeah,
but that's a crystal. That's going to be number 2 for the team. First one for Skipsy. So getting closer now, depending on what this is in ice. I know it's not logical, but we could be looking at entering GT here.
It is another crystal. The 3 crystals.
When we get Como, that's
yeah, basically.
I don't know if you want to go to
I'm more worried about
GT though.
Swamp Small. I'm hoping
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that right now either. Yeah, Hydra, they scheduled their race the one day of the weekend I'm planning to be out of town, and I couldn't cast it live. So I don't know. We're gonna cast that race after the fact, even if people, I want people to watch them live, but we're gonna cast that one after the fact. We're gonna try and get all these Grimace races to completion if possible.
It's not Robin's fault. We're blaming MM2 because we always blame MM2.
All right, blame MM2 then.
Okay.
But I did say false.
Gonna get the Skullwood's big check here from Skipsy.
Smith boss. I was like, is there something I don't know about?
Small to ice. How lovely.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. So I can. There was nothing in Super Bunny, right?
Nope.
Okay.
It is time for Right Side Desert. 2 items to be had over here. There's the ice small for Nobly.
Holy shit! What the fuck are we doing?
Nobly learning they have Ice Palace, as we just heard.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
That's gonna be a key card to. Oh, that's Meridia 1. That's gonna open up what, Watering Hole and Beach.
Yeah, and they didn't actually get Aqueduct checked.
So now it kind of pushes them back there.
Okay, so Skipsy did not do King's Tube earlier. I was curious.
Oh no!
So I know if I
Put into it now.
That's fine.
Fortunately, nothing.
If I've got a problem.
I wasn't sure if Skipsy had done it before Graveyard Ledge or what happened.
Well, we are getting a Smith chain check now from Nobly with those mitts, able to grab the frog, able to pull this hammer out and hammer down the pegs. Obscure following in Ramond's footsteps, going to be going through Meyer with the full clear.
Was Skipsy going to grab Bombos, knowing that ice is a crystal?
Yeah, most likely gonna have to. There's no way like really around it. Varia, yeah, okay. So now there's a lot open.
So
not a lot of good things.
Space Jump is available. They can go through most of Lower Norfair, or part of Lower Norfair.
I think it's part of it. Like they could also take the portal and go through
Mickey Mouse.
I mean, we could just go fight. We could go fight GT, right? Clearly, we want to do that.
I mean, they have enough supers. I don't think it'd be that bad.
Oh, low. definitely hinting towards that. It's also definitely hinting towards Maya as well.
Ramond in the
This
final
and
portion
swamp.
of the Landmo fight, taking him down.
Presence.
Gonna get missiles for his
Okay, I was gonna
efforts.
say, you said
And that's the second
desert
boss
was a
token
Metroid.
that we have acquired.
And unfortunately,
I'm
we know
getting
those are
very
nothing, but
concerned.
it's getting the
Was
items.
it pod?
I think Ramon is a little bit ahead of Skipsy here. Probably gonna go to Swamp for that speed booster.
Oh man, Obscure's just going to the boss here, it looks like.
So you definitely need that swamp small at some point.
Well, unless I can get some other crystals.
Oh yeah, you never know with this one.
Oh. Big key to Turtle Rock on the
Is
Maya
that
Ridge.
Turtle Rock big?
Yeah, that's the
Obscure
Turtle Rock
does
big.
have Quake.
Yeah.
That's the one good item in this dungeon.
Oh, Ice Rod is
Ice
perfect.
Rod on purple chest. So
Ooh.
TR looking
I'm grabbing that
menacingly at these players in the corner. There's the potential for it.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's unfortunately disgusting. I mean, Smith Chain isn't too bad here, but it's still like the last thing you really want to do. We know Varia's right there, so
I'm gonna have to make the plan soon.
Mimics are gonna have to go there
Do I go
more
to
than
Turtle
likely
Rock?
at some point.
Do I go to Ice?
There's just too much in Norfair at the moment.
You're definitely doing ice first. I'm doing swamp.
Yeah, but I
But
mean,
with
I'm
that speed
gonna come
booster,
back
they
into
can
Maya.
get to Croc.
Yeah, once you're done with Maya.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We got that very early on. Wait, don't we need Norfair 1?
Nope. Norfair 1 goes to.
Oh, it's the long way.
yeah.
I was thinking a
It's just
different way.
the
Yeah.
Crumble Shaft Tower and Ice
Mhm.
Beam. But you can go Frog Speedway and get to Croc that way without the 2 key.
They're kind of trading off positions now. Nobly heading into Swamp. Big moment here. Will he be getting that speed booster? Kind of piecing this logic back together.
I understand people not wanting to do
Swamp,
left side swamp in like a cross key seed or in like a
Yeah,
solo seed,
go
but
up
in a
here. I
co-op
feel like you
seed?
have to do it, especially like, unless you're maybe one item from go and you just really want to roll the dice.
The worst part is I have no idea where the swamp big is.
It's just
Yeah, I'll have to VOD dive.
I don't feel like you skip stuff like this in co-op.
People have their own convictions, and anyway, we'll see what they do. Obscure take it down. Viddy, very solid fight from him. Skipsy into the cold stare fight. Accidentally casting bombos. I've done this too, and it's not. It feels bad because it gets your rhythm off.
Number one crystal.
But
Dominance.
just making sure the barrier is gone. Takes a hit there. Gonna have to be a little careful. Oh, okay. We're fine. We're
Is there
fine.
anything in the big chest?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Like I said, you have a small mistake like that. Doesn't really cost that much, but it does mess with your head sometimes. Just gets the rhythm off. Oh my god.
These cold stare puzzles are also
They're in the worst spots too. Oh, we're down to the final heart. This is not looking good for Skipsy, but gets one down. Okay, that's the confidence boost you need. Almost gets the double spin. Ramond getting his speed booster. That news is settling. I'm still so tense. Okay, we've got 2 down. Okay, this is free now. Yeah. All right.
Once you get the first one down, usually can salvage on low health.
Exactly. So Obscure doing the rest of Meyer now that he has completed Viddy.
I don't mind going to Viddy first. I think it makes it a little awkward to come back and route, but if you're just kind of hoping for something progression quick and you want the crystal,
Wait, if you said
I think it makes sense.
One or 2 items from go, I would say it's a definite smarter play. Like you just do it and kind of hope that you get
with
like
lamp left side is just really slow, so
yeah. Maybe you get your fire rod ahead of time to save time. But Skipsy headed to the mountain. Will this be a play into? No. Was thinking we're going back to Super Metroid, but this is going to be a play over to the Dark Mountain, maybe to check the GT entry, since I don't believe their team knows that at this stage.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
2 crystals.
Yeah, going to use the Turtle Rock portal, which they
And there were
already know.
supers in the first.
So it
fire
must
lock
just be a
too,
GT check. But
It's like playing mystery, just ALTTPR mystery. It's like
right?
no one checks to see what the GT entry is. It's so easy to just not do it.
Not that I
it's just
should
so
have
far out of the
any
way.
shit. It was just
Like
It
you
takes
get the items and you just save and quit because of muscle memory, and then you're like, oh
exactly. Because usually on the Dark Mountain, you're going to get some kind of progression, and you're like, I'm going to go there. Ramond got 3 puffs left for Argus.
Yeah. So unfortunate for Skipsy, does not have Meyer beaten here. Does not has not gone and gotten the criteria 1 key for the Meyer big key. You're gonna see that it's 3 crystals and not be able to get in right now.
But you know who can get in with this information is going to be Ramond. We'll see if he chooses to do so. Obscure headed to Ice Palace here to get yet another crystal. That'll be number 2 upcoming for Obscure. Nobly in Swamp, working on his first, I think, crystal.
So Skipsy's going to pod immediately. So I feel like they're going to rush GT at this point.
Yeah, that I like this play. You know, given what we've seen, it makes total sense. But Ramond going to be the first step there, and he's going to be able to, if he gets in there, he's going to be able to route this, you know, for Skipsy and just say, hey, here's what we got. Do you even need to come here? How many GT smalls do they have? 2 for Ramond with the big. Skipsy sitting at 1. Should be fine.
Can do everything with 1.
You want to climb GT right now? I sure don't.
No. In fact, just no.
Yeah, no, never.
It might be seeing it though. They don't know.
Very
about
possible.
Fraud. They don't know about Quake yet, and they don't know about Varia.
The next piece of the puzzle you really got to start thinking about is ammo, because we're at 3. We're very close, like a pod big maybe, yeah, pod
big and probably fire rod. Just
then your go mode potentially, depending on where the crystals fall, because you know you're so close.
Brinstar big even is just a really fast crystal.
Oh yeah, solid fight there from Nobly, gonna get his second crystal off of Argus. And as Ramond takes a sip of beverage during the cutscene, getting refreshed, ready to take on Ganon's tower. A plethora of items here, so many here in the basement.
I'm gonna go grab that criteria 1 key and vanilla big key.
Okay.
All right, so Nobly gonna stating he is gonna go get that criteria 1 key. Hope room for Ramond, gonna be a that's a key card for 1 Norfair and a boss key card. Is this Bryn? No, that's Meridia boss. Oh, did anybody check what Meridia was? I think we have a map for that.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, and it doesn't look like it's marked on anyone's trackers. I see question marks
Yeah.
all the way around.
Is that swamp?
Skipsy going to landing site?
Okay.
Yo, are we getting the spark here? Oh,
we're getting the
baby.
spark across.
I love it. Ramond to a tile room.
No fire rod for immediate right side.
Yeah.
Ramond is well ahead of Skipsy right now too.
Yeah, he's got the time to put in this. Also, getting the bow out, not going to go right side and sequence break that. Going to try and stay in logic here. Headed back with the mirror to go left.
There is, I feel, zero reason to do right side first.
Agreed. Small key here on Bob's torch. What is this going to give us? It's a Skullwoods key. Boo. I hate those. We don't need those anymore. Although I guess, no. Yeah, we don't need those.
No.
This is Skipsy doing obviously the gauntlet escape here in the back. Gonna get these ammo packs as well, so that's always beneficial.
Yeah, they know it's close, and the ammo is going to be tight.
I mean, I've got that desert small.
Yeah, the ammo is on your mind at this point. DM room coming up empty. 3 of the 4, all 4 of the chests.
Maybe you want to
just some money, basically.
Desert, sorry.
I feel like best case scenario here is to just
No. If that's a crystal, then you...
not find anything in GT, and ding dongs end up going there.
Like...
I guess Norfair 1 key was here.
Where you are.
Yeah, the
Oh,
and that Meridia boss. I mean, those are hope chests,
Yeah.
or hope room rather.
Going Ice Palace now regardless because...
But those would be quick for Skipsy to pick up, and then not have to go any deeper would be wonderful.
Oh yeah, that's what you want to see in co-op, honestly.
Because then it just catches up your teammate to you, and it doesn't feel anywhere near as bad.
X-ray.
Yeah, because I need to chase...
Obscure in the cold stare fight now. Into phase 2, does have a full bit of health, but gonna take a couple hits. Is on blue mail as well. Randa room.
Buffs are mean.
They really are. Randa room coming up for Ramond. 4 items, top left of your screen. Gonna be a reserve tank. That's a welcome sight. Half magic. That's kind of fun. More ammo too.
Ammo's good. Those supers are a fantastic sight to see when you know you're getting close.
Mm-hmm.
The less you have to worry about ammo, it's just
Crystal.
worrying
And-
about ammo in Mother Brain is just so
I
stressful.
am soon gonna get to...
Yeah, absolutely.
I can do my...
Nobly making use of that Norfair boss key card. Going to be heading to Croc here. So some divergence here in each team's route by a good bit. Ramon about to give us the GT big chest. Just missiles, but you know, I say just.
So
We're going to need... We still need ammo. We're starting to get a little comfy.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just doing hammer pegs and purple chest.
Yeah, but you still need to pick
4 items left in logic
gonna check.
here. Good heads up play there, looking at his arrow count, making use of that pot. Gonna get him up to 21 and set up the quick kill on Ice Armos. 3 chests await. Nobly looking like didn't find anything past Croc. A bottle, a heart container, and $20. Will Ramon sequence break right side here? No, he is out of here.
I feel like he, with that Meridia Bosky, just bailing is smart.
Yeah, I agree. Because like there's an item there that gets you to plasma. I think yeah, that's logical. So
Raymond has the Meridia 1 key, so
Which I'm not going to pick up. If
he's got a lot of Meridia items available to him. And Norfair 1 we got.
we'll
So-
have to go through Bot Wound this way, though.
Oh no, I was saying, what was in Swamp? It was TR small. GT big.
Yeah, that
and Sweepers.
Norfair, rather, excuse me, Varia. Ooh, that's a big key to pod for Nobly
Where's
on
that?
the ding dongs.
So that's 4
Okay.
crystals beatable for them.
Which means we're volatilely 1 item away from...
I need everyone to know that when I tried to put this on my Twitch schedule and I tried to put the ding dongs, it like auto mod for Twitch said I could not. So I had
so many items right now that
it did not pass the inspection.
At least I had some go anyway.
yeah, like Fire Rod gives us 2 potential crystals.
All right, solid fight here from Skips. Oh god.
Card gives us
Okay.
potential.
Still making me nervous, keeping me on the edge of my seat.
Skipsy's a god gamer, doesn't need health.
3 bombs there on the beach.
There's a map here. To my area.
I did not try ding dang dongs.
I might not need that quake then.
I feel like the result
Yeah,
would be the
maybe.
same.
I'm pretty sure the operative word is dong is the problem, but
Yeah.
But that
I
is
digress.
the left side swamp.
So what do we have here in the watering hole? 2 items. Gonna be a bug net.
Down here at the moment.
Not even gonna pick it up. No need to get that.
I regardless won't
Oh,
do that
so
quake, I think.
Ramon's gonna go here, going this way because of Aqueduct as well.
Oh yeah, and then they'll have their TR entry.
Oh, keycard 1.
There's the Meridia 1 card for Obscure.
Where's that?
Right side
I
desert.
didn't see anything else down in Croc's area.
In Croc, yeah. Yeah, bit of a
But the
time
pod
loss there
big-
potentially.
Pod big is
Yeah, I'm gonna
huge
go. What,
right now.
GT or
Mhm.
Metro
Like,
GT?
Any big key to a crystal that you can beat
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
I'm
it being
gonna-
guaranteed is huge.
Follow you now. I'm gonna check GT.
There's the E-Tank
GT.
and the Quake for Ramon.
Yeah, I don't need to get that my big right now either.
Are we getting a Hell Run?
Oh,
I
Ice
have
Beam.
Oh, they have Mario. There's Ice Beam.
Oh, Ice Beam.
Ooh.
Oh, Ice
No,
Beam.
they don't have Varia, is what I'm saying on
I didn't
Skipsy's
know
Oh.
that at
side.
Skipsy going for it.
That's behind GT item. that
He
one you
went
can
in
get
for a
to.
bit and is deciding,
Just
no,
pick
let's
that and
not
leave.
do it. Maybe because of that
Ramon
Quake
actually
medallion.
not going through Batwoon and is exiting.
Hmm. Oh,
you
the
forgot
key.
The key.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
5 supers. I'm almost good.
Yeah, can't get to
Yeah, I mean, I will
good
get
old
Woolly
Bubble Mountain
Mire
without that
back.
key.
That's 10,
Even
so I
though
have 50.
I want to all the time.
Yeah, I think I've got one in Red Tower still.
Always fun clicking the tracker and being like, what makes the squares
gonna
turn
rush
green so I
Pokemon.
can get here?
Okay.
Now I'm gonna rush Ice and GT, I guess. That's my fastest.
Yeah. I'm gonna go through front of Meridia.
Yeah. Remember to do yellow Meridia. 3 checks.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going through the back of Meridia.
Skipsy turning around, going back. Oh, is gonna get the E-Tank, I think.
Nothing in harness.
At Main Street.
No.
Maybe. Oh, it was a bottle.
I just hope I have.
That crap's spooky.
I have no idea what my key is for.
Love it.
I mean, if you watched the race that I had the other day, I went and
Mhm.
picked up Space Jump, went back to Meridia, then left because I thought I didn't pick up Space Jump,
So you
and then had to go back again. So it,
Yeah,
And-
sounds like it.
almost 2 hours into the race,
That's fine.
your brain is fried. You're just like, okay, what do I do? Where do I go?
unless we like find all of a sudden, you know,
So going immediately to beat Pod. Ramon's going to TR. Maybe they did check Meridia and now it's not a crystal.
but I said I was gonna get.
I
one in
mean,
Meyer and one in.
We don't know. We simply do not know. Unless they have checked. Let's see.
There was a
What's
big
on the tracker? Still question marks.
ice
There's
race.
still question marks, but everyone's manually tracking. Although you always have to manually track boss prizes. So
there's an E-Tank.
Right.
race.
This is our first look into TR. They're both kind of rendezvousing. Well, I say they're Oh, it's a key to this dungeon. Name a
That's
better
the-
combo.
4th TR small in TR.
Well, I guess we're checking lava chest.
Unless I find.
No
Shark
reason
Teeth,
not
I'll
to.
grab the ice
Not checking right side though. No fire rod
I need
is
skip though.
Yeah, Zeb skips and
unfortunate.
getting the
Will not be able to beat this dungeon. They don't know about ice rod yet,
Mm-hmm.
but not having fire rod is
So I have to
the bigger
choose
issue.
that point.
Yeah, and
I'll
Ramon
see
being
if
the
I
one
might-
doing these checks
I
here.
mean, it's literally
Very
a grab,
huge. So Skipsy
like-
got to be right back
Yeah,
in
but you
this,
have to-
honestly,
No,
given
it's behind GT. As
going to be
in-
able to just grab these 2 quick
Oh!
items
Yeah, it's the
in,
free item.
You're gonna miss it.
in GT.
I wouldn't be shocked
Yeah,
if
screw
Skipsy
attack.
goes to random room for the super pack
I didn't.
and the half
Possibly.
magic.
When you said
So
behind
Nobly
GT, I
into
think,
pod, gonna be fighting
Sorry.
Helmasaur King. Let's see what. Oh no!
because I was busy
That
thinking
was
about bullshit.
that was a mean helmet pattern.
I think what feels worse about that is like, man, I've been here for this. You got the cape out, you're ready to use it, just in case, and you're like, I don't need it. I don't need it yet, and then just a split second too late.
Yeah, the cape has a little bit of a delay trying to activate.
Yellow Meridian, just
Mhm.
bugging it.
All right, I think Nobly is a little bit ahead of Obscure at the moment.
It is.
Obscure has not been to Swamp yet,
Yeah,
but I don't think Nobly's been to Mire. But Nobly is not updating the tracker that often, so
Yeah, because I mean he's got Master Sword showing fighter, but that's okay. We can see the sword on the screen while dashing. Ramond going to ether these two pokies just to make it a little faster. Gets a full magic too. That's always nice.
Heads up play using ether there instead of bombos. A little bit quicker.
Obscure gonna work to get his plasma here and his swamp small. Gonna need those. Mimic cave check here for Ramond. What will we have?
And Skipsy's going to Briny Boss, so
No.
no. Gonna go down to Aqueduct first.
Looks to be doing so. Oh no, taking a hit there, activating the reserves.
Where you at?
Just picked up
Big chest is a level 2 key card for Norfair.
Oh my god.
There's that Bubble Mountain access we were looking for earlier.
The seed is a Plando. I'm sure of it.
Most of the Grimace seeds seem to be a Plando, if I'm being honest. Like,
And a
level 1
key
key card to LN.
Not what you want to see.
Oh,
Look,
They
I'm
still
convinced that they're all Plandos after that Andy Solsky race where they had to climb GT to get the Skull Big to get a vanilla Fire Rod, and then me and Ari having to climb GT to go to Moldorm 2 just to get the Cane of Samaria for our last boss token at TR.
I mean, we could have checked Marina if it's actually a thing.
That was a race that needed to be cast because Ari
Still don't know if
forgot the GT Big and then just decided to hover TR. It was amazing.
I just assumed that the first
That was one of the clips of all time. But Batoon going down here in just a moment for Skipsy. Ramond on Laser Bridge. What do we have here? That's going to be a GT small.
Climbing, getting more and more into logic is not what you want to see.
It's not. No.
Nothing else here.
Yeah, no, not a whole lot. So, a couple of Norfair keys. I mean, do we Hell Run now? Like, is that what he's gonna do? Do we flute and maybe say, all right, it's Smith Chain time? It's been sitting there a while. That would be really good for them if he does. He's going to 3, so this is a possibility.
Small key in.
I feel like they know they have to go to Norfair, but they know that they have to have
Well, I haven't
Varia
checked the
here,
boss, but,
and I think this is the only thing they have left.
They are running
okay,
out of
it's already
checks.
a
I mean,
one,
it's either
so
there or it's like maybe
unless
it's.
you really
I
wanna
don't know if
grab
the
that
logic
budget.
would have a way of saying it can't be on Dragon, but there is a chance.
It could be, but I think Ramond cleaning up Smith Chain here is
Yeah, this will be good for them.
Okay. So where
Getting
are
him
these
back
items?
on the path.
In the
So a little bit of
room?
backtracking back and forth here on the Ding Dong side. They are going to be doing some crystal dungeons to get them ready to get to GT.
Oh,
So all things considered, I mean, Mimics are in a really good spot, especially now that they're grabbing this Varia, because a lot of these awful checks that are just kind of out of the way, they're gonna be able to say they've already done them.
Skipsy, I don't know how many times I've up Spark there, but I'm pretty sure it's more times than I've actually hit Dragon with a Shine Spark.
I like how I still have 0 mail upgrades.
Oh, okay.
there's
Flip
one-
your-
Literally, getting the spark there is impossible. Like just getting the charge,
had
like
the
the
upgrade,
charge is fine when the little babies
would
are
not
coming
die.
out, but as
There it
soon
is.
as the boss is there, it's actually impossible.
Lay a power bomb, destroy all the goop. Get
I bought 2 blue potions just.
Got a few extra goops here for good measure, but getting a lot of supers into her belly.
solid fight. Honestly, the swooping patterns are
down.
awful. Didn't
Yeah.
really give Skipsy a good chance to put any ammo into Mother
That's a
Brain.
crystal.
Or Dragon.
That's number 4.
4.
So that's all.
Six
Spring
spring ball.
ball.
There's the ice rod for them.
Spike chest, he said.
So
Yeah, for an E-tank.
Ramon's gonna be going straight to lower Norfair.
I mean, with Varia, I sure. There was
Don't hate
something.
it.
There was a big key I thought down here that I saw.
Do you remember if it was left or right
Obscureify.
side?
There was something here right before GT that was kind of useful.
Checking
Is that
it.
a pendant?
I'm pretty sure that is the red pendant. Yeah.
I think it was missed that back or super maybe.
I think Eastern was a blue
I
pendant.
Ignore
Oh, it was
the
ice
ice
beam
beam
is what this was.
and
I'll
rush
speed up Turian.
GT or Turtle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll have 3 crystals.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, Ramond is out. Not gonna do
So
that.
should I rush Turtle Rock?
Obscure and
No,
Nobly
I-
discussing what to do next here.
Ramon going to Meridia or to go fight Dragon is the play. You don't really want to be too
'Cause
far
otherwise both gonna
behind
be in GT
crystal
for-
count here.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
Let's
looks
get
to
the-
be where we're headed,
I'm about to
maybe.
hit calls there. What-
So Ramon's doing a lot of the
Heading back
gross
to
checks while
Swamp Mob.
Skipsy caught up, and it's gonna flip a little bit here.
Done in about a minute and a half.
So yeah, I will be in GT.
No, we are headed into Norfair now. I kind of like it because like this is gonna actually, if he keeps doing this, it's gonna lead them to their go mode, potentially a different way too. Like we may not see them get the pod big. We might see something completely different. Like a fire rod
Yeah.
showing up for them, that puts them in go mode. It's not as
We don't actually
Quick.
know what PR is, but there's a good
Oh,
chance
that's true.
PR and Skullwoods, one of them is a crystal.
I burned through 2 potions already.
yeah, absolutely, because we know all the pendants now, and there's only 2
But
tokens.
finding a
left.
Brimstar boss key also is just go mode.
So great.
Correct.
So
Oh,
great.
there's charge beam.
Well, I
This is
mean,
not
That's
my-
quite the chain to get to logically, by the way.
Ramon's good on ammo, so not entirely necessary,
Stop
but
talking.
full beam combo.
Okay,
Not
sure.
picking up that spacer.
I need to.
No Quispy today.
So I'm killing Argus, so I'm only going to be like.
I'll pick up Spacer if it's in a Link to the Past for Quipsy, or Quispy, but
I'll pick up
Unequipped
Spacer if
my-
I don't have plasma.
yeah, if it unequips my plasma, I'm not touching it.
I feel
Not
that.
doing again.
How many GTs
Into the
do
speed
you got?
booster check. Obscure into phase 2 now of the Argus fight.
The menu of shame. I mean, the only time I menu pretty much in Super Metroid is if I have to spring ball jump,
as I
gravity
find
jump,
one item in
or I
GT,
need to take off screw attack before Turian,
Or turn plasma on because you found it in Link to the Past.
and then
or
you
start with it.
try to make
That true. That too.
Although me and Nate had a practice seed where if you started with
So I think you will be
both
ahead of that.
Spacer and Plasma, it equips
I'm
both of them and you
Crystal.
crash your game.
I am on 2 crystals.
Oh,
That's
So-
phenomenal.
I still have to pick up my Mario key, remember?
That was
Wave.
a fun thing to run into on accident.
Wave check incoming here for Ramon. Oh, unfortunately taking a fall, but with space jump, not too terrible. Gonna get another E-tank. Still hoarding those E-tanks,
Crate or this or that.
but everything gonna be A-okay.
Extra there.
Another shield. We don't
yeah, I
want
mean,
it.
we can do that. I mean, I'd like to have another missile pack or super. Or
Nobly and
So-
Obscure headed up the mountain. This is going to be probably the TR and GT play for their team.
So Skipsy's going into TR. I forgot what was found.
I think there was a
here.
Norfair key later on, and that's
Oh,
what's
it's the
here.
Warfare 2 key. Probably
Mhm.
one in the charge beam. That makes sense.
I'm not doing title on this one.
Fair.
Norfair level 1 key.
Long
And-
and Croc.
Cool.
Yeah, this is going to be good for them. This is actually going to lead them right to their go
Okay.
mode.
Where's
So
that?
Nobly saved and quit immediately
Yeah, a little bit
upon
further.
finding the Meridian boss key, knowing it's a crystal.
Oh, so they're going to be in go
So-
mode too.
In fact, I'll check out.
Ramon having charge beam for Croc here is
'Cause once
Easy.
I
Avert
use my-
your eyes.
I will
a nice little water break.
I have the map. So why am I rushing this way? God, Nobly.
I mean, honestly,
Not
like
sure.
since they're in go mode now, like both teams are actually go mode here. Yeah.
Yeah, so Obscure unfortunately does not have the pod big yet. So they're still gonna have to go do Croc.
It's really
And
interesting.
They are not going to be getting that charge beam
And
at this rate.
Yeah. Like, because they're
And
both hitting go mode in
Nobly's ammo
very different
is
ways.
not enough
If you want to do,
at the moment.
Ooh,
like,
that's a
not
good
too random,
point.
I think that's fine.
Mm.
Nobly needs 1 super pack. It is enough ammo if you go break the glass and then come back,
Sword,
but it's not
charge, whatever.
ideal.
Yeah. I mean, if it gives me fire rod, I can potentially...
There it is, pod big for Ramond and the Mimics. That's going to put them in a go mode at this point, knowing where charge is.
So I think going and getting charge is actually still worth here for Skipsy.
100%. 100%.
It still speeds up Croc, and you don't have to worry about ammo. Although Skipsy doesn't even have enough ammo, so yeah, 100% worth picking up charge here.
Oh, I opened the dumb door.
Like if you had 60 supers, I would honestly skip it. But
Actually, I can keep going, can't I?
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
otherwise, they have full beam combo. They don't have ice
Oh, wait,
yet,
no.
but that's really quick to pick up.
Can I? I don't know.
Yeah, if you really want that, it's just there.
Yeah, it's fine because it's in hope room. So.
Nobly going to be taking on Dragon here. Trying to get the charge.
I should have gone Bombo's tablet while I was in swamp.
Yeah, when Dragon does swooping, it's actually
Oh,
faster, I think, to do Shine Sparks than
Dude,
supers.
can you stop
Mhm.
swooping?
But you only need 20 supers
Oh my god, this Dragon
to
is
kill
so
Dragon. And you can get almost all 20 in one goop pattern if you can just hit a couple of
Come down.
swoop patterns with supers.
So Ramon going to have to take on Dragon as well. On the way to Meridia now.
Half magic. There's nothing really there. Rando room.
Skipsy headed down to Croc for the pod big. Let's Dragon down for Nobly.
Gravity-less,
Not having charge though
Dragon
for the ding dongs is
It's a detriment. It's definitely going to
Yeah.
slow him down here. It's going to keep things kind of in the Mimic's favor. I got to say, the fact that, you know, the Ding Dongs potentially...
This is still gonna be really close.
Yeah, the fact that they're potentially in go mode with like a completely different, you know, set of crystals, or rather, I guess the...
No, they all have the same crystals.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's just a matter of like the charge beam is the biggest difference. The Mimics have just covered so much more ground. Varia eluding them on that Smith chain, really kind of being the
Yep.
the linchpin of the seed. But Ramon's got that X-ray, so this is going to be a nice, comfy fight. Going to microwave some shrimp.
We are going to be stuck on Master Sword, Lamp, Silverless, Ganon.
I mean, that's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it's not what anyone wants.
No, we don't want it.
The one on top, right after.
Okay.
And I don't think any items are really going to be picked up outside of what we already know is not going to be a sword at Helma.
So further we go. Ramond just has to get to Palace of Darkness now, which is not that far away once going through the game portals here.
I think it's still faster to mirror and flute, but
Might as well just fill up my ammo while I'm at it.
Yeah, that's true.
sometimes these shrimp don't want to cooperate.
These are literally impossible.
You got to just jump and hold straight down while they just kind of walk through you. or you can get pushed through them. It's actually
Dashing to the bird is faster, as we just saw on Skipsy's screen. It's always faster until you get frame ruled and you go through them. I hate it so much. I always get the rough end of the deal on that. But with the pod big, no, does Skipsy? Oh, he's manually tracking. He's probably not tracking at this point.
But Nobly hasn't done Mire yet. I didn't realize that. So Nobly has to go do Mire. Obscure has to go do Pod and Meridia boss. Ramond and Skipsy just both gotta go do Pod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not too much variance for them now at this point. Just have to do this. I mean, this is basically their race to lose at this stage.
I believe it's
Yeah, it's still going to end up being really close.
Right.
And Master Sword, Silverless Ganon in a race setting is not
50.
the most fun thing to have to do.
I didn't pick up Bombo's tablet. Might go back for it.
Might see some potion buyings.
And I think I've also got one.
Wouldn't blame anyone for it.
Me to 60.
I'd do it.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
I think Skipsy not having half magic will probably at least go get a green potion. Well, a blue potion, just in case of the health. But I don't know. Everyone has cape. You can kind of abuse cape with Master Sword for the first couple phases.
Yeah, with half magic on Ramon's side, it's always a nice benefit to have.
Ramond, I'm sure, knows Samaria Ganon.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Skipsy knows. Obscure and Nobly probably do too. I do not. I don't want to learn it. I pretty much only race or join tournaments for SMZ3 and sometimes cross keys and
Indoors.
yeah. I have not joined.
Nobly
any
buying those
Doors
potions right now.
I have not joined any doors
Yeah,
tourneys.
sucks.
I mean, you could do only doors.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, so both the mimics are going to be in the fight for Helma here right around the same time. Ramon going to be using the bomb strats here.
Didn't turn out to be anything. Oh, with Meridia 1, yeah. That's
Both of them got 2 chips in the mask. Less than 5 hits to go for each. Into phase 2, Ramon trying to get the hammer hits just a bit outside, but with that
going
sword
through
stuck
the
out,
dark
gets it
forest.
done. Solid fight for both of these guys.
Meridia.
The sink.
Yep.
We have a sink.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the criteria boss. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, we can go fight Bomb Terizo for our last token.
Metroid.
Just reset really quick. see if
Kipo.
it's the sword.
I mean, not the worst idea, but it's slow.
Yeah.
The
You're
reset is the
both
slowest
right-
part.
You're both right next to each other. You kind of just want to
Yeah.
heads up play, saving and quitting, knowing it's just going to put you right here.
Yeah.
But Skipsy not buying a potion. I don't know if they have one from earlier.
All right, not going to be utilizing any Samaria strats, but that is fine. Going to be 12 spins. This is a nice long fight. Settle in. It's very
think-
methodical.
The Samaria strats, while faster, are not safe.
They are not safe at all. Absolutely. Ramon taking a hit there. Going to have to be a little careful. Good RNG here on 2 sides here for Skipsy. Going to be able to get some doubles in at the bottom. Kind of evening things up as far as where Ganon is, but I've lost count. But we need, like I said, we need 12 of these during this phase to get to phase 2, and then it gets more dangerous because the fire bats, as you see on Skipsy's side, are flying around. We are in phase 2 for Ramon. Nobly and Obscure running through. Obscure about to head to Meridia.
And Nobly picked up the supers on left side Mire. So Nobly will be close on
Go
ammo,
for the cape.
but it's still really, really tight.
Half a heart.
Making use of that cape. Ramon has to have a potion, I think.
Saved me in
I hope so.
Ice Palace.
Because I'm sure silvers were not found.
Yeah, no, we don't have any silvers
There's
yet.
definitely not enough magic.
We'll find out where they are.
Oh, he's gonna dupe magic or try to.
Oh, this is. Oh no! Takes a hit. That's unfortunate.
See how I feel.
Yeah, well, I have to go get a potion now just to refill magic.
Skipsy, meanwhile, in phase 3. Got to be a little careful here with not knowing where that bat is going to spawn. There's going to be. Okay, whoo. There's going to always be that last one. Lower Norfair is where our silvers are. Gets the torch glitch. Ready to rock here. 24, count them, spins that we are going to have to deal with to finish off Ganon. And that's just half, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go do Mother Brain too.
Where we at?
Killing Dragon.
Ramon reloaded, ready to rock. Going to be heading into the Ganon fight here.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Ready for vengeance. Skipsy getting a good pattern there. Going to be able to, ooh, sets up for the triple, but unfortunately takes a hit. Has quite a few shots in on Ganon. I want to say we might be in the double digits already.
I honestly don't even count. I just go until he's dead. I feel like counting just makes it worse.
It makes it worse, but I try to think like I know where they are. But while this is all going on, Obscure finishing off Dragon. Nobly going to pick up his Ice Beam for the full beam combo, except for charge. That's still eluding
Nobly's
them.
good on ammo now. Picking up a couple super packs and a couple more missile packs.
Mm-hmm.
I think Obscure's ammo was okay. Yeah, Obscure should be fine.
Oh, that was very close there on Skipsy's side.
Conserving magic by grabbing the wall with the cape. Nice heads up play.
Yeah, into phase 3 for Ramon now. So should be fine. The rest is pretty methodical, but there's the Ganon explosion. Get your G's in chat here for Skipsy. That's going to be the first game completed.
It's so nerve-wracking to do. Master Sword Silverless.
It is. It's like the longer it goes,
race. It
it's
just takes so long.
it's not that bad, but it takes a lot of mental fortitude to stay in it when you have a situation like Ramond is in, where once you get a little ways into the fight and take a death, you know how much time you spent, and even the toughest, like the mentally toughest runners can have some issues after that, but he's doing a fantastic job on the refight here.
Skipsy picking up Ice Beam, and then going to be able to transition and just reset.
Mm-hmm. Now, Nobly also in the Ganon fight. Also had 5 crystals. That kind of snuck up on me.
Yep. Obscure just has pod remaining. This fight is very, very long.
It is. It absolutely is.
But there were no quick checks to try and maybe get a sword. Hyrule Castle's cleared, Aga Tower cleared. Nothing on the way. Like, legitimately.
They're probably just an LN.
Yeah. You got LN back at Thieves Town.
And that's going to be G for Ramon as
Rex
well.
was just untouched for the most part.
Wow, yeah, we never got the boss key. We didn't have to go down Remembered Highway, as I always want to call it, because of this seed, or this type of seed, always making you have to go there, it feels like.
But honestly, as soon as you have gravity, I just automatically think that it's the play. Just
Nobly having to be a little careful here. Down to 2 hearts. Gets through into phase 3. Has 2 of the 4 shots in. Skipsy entering the elevator for Turian. They are in the end
the
game.
Tanks Ramond does.
That's
But-
okay. Skipsy's a gamer.
Found Varia, so only need 3. Have a little bit of leeway. Not too bad. It's actually not too bad that Skipsy's the one ahead. Ramond, if they know stand up, can do stand up to catch a little bit of the time back up.
Mm-hmm. Nobly in phase 4. Obscure going to Helma and Pod. It's not out of reach for them just yet. Things can go awry. We don't want them to, but they can go awry on Mother Brain.
Not quite getting that damage boost on Skipsy's. Rinka just went a little bit too far right.
Ooh, Nobly taking a hit there. Gonna make sure not to be pressing the D-pad so we don't bounce off any inadvertent ways. Solid fight there from Obscure. Ramond through the third room of Turian. Skipsy going to be getting the big suck from the baby. Down to 1 energy, but that's okay. We got an energy room coming up. We're going to refill there. Ramond now into the cutscene as well. Skipsy recharging, ready to go to the Zeb room. Both the ding dongs in the Ganon fight now. Nobly about to wrap it up and does so with Ganon exploding. Get your G's in chat for Nobly.
That wasn't true.
Trying to do a down back Zeb skip, which has to be done if you have screw attack equipped. Your iframes are a lot shorter if screw is still equipped.
Gets it done into phase 1 of Mother Brain. Just got to shatter this glass, break it open, and here we go. Phase 2. A few supers available, but does have the full beam combo. Going to be 20 charge shots here into Mother Brain. It needs to have 3 energy tanks before the rainbow phase. Ramond trying to get the down back as well.
I just always unequip screw. I can never get this.
I need to learn the non-down back way. I like that. See, Ramond is a man after my own heart. At this point, I'm just like, all right, I've got plenty of ammo. We're doing it the old-fashioned way.
It is
Solid
nice
fight from Skipsy too.
Oh yeah, nice clean. I don't think there was really any missed charge shots there, which I have a bad habit of releasing charge shots like a frame early, so they're just regular shots.
Oh yeah. A little too impatient. Ramond, though, finishing phase 1 into phase 2. Plenty of E-tanks. We'll see if he does stand up to try to mitigate some of the time. May or may not. But should be safe in this fight regardless. Obscure going through phase 4 of Ganon. Not too many left, but it's a bit of a slog. That's mentally draining, like you were saying, Shadow.
Yeah, and ammo is still really tight on Nobly's side.
Yeah, gotta use some regular missiles here to ensure not having to worry about drops for supers.
They're full on supers, so that's good.
All right, Ramond into phase 3. Has damage down. we'll go into the baby cutscene as well.
Just gonna use power bombs here to make sure you're full on ammo.
Mm-hmm.
You're ahead of your teammate, so
it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not a huge deal.
That's the thing about this tournament. I've been saying it a lot. A lot of times people who watch ALTTPR only will say, you know, oh, it's average time, so it matters. But in this tournament, it is last to finish on your team. That is your team time. It is not average. But get your G's in chat for Obscure, as he is about to cross the line as well. That's going to be game 1 completed for him. Into phase 3 though for Skipsy, actually done with phase 3. Mother Brain blowing up. All that is left between the end game and Skipsy is the escape.
Yep, has high jump boots.
Should be a
Not
pretty
too bad.
straightforward escape. Got space jump as well. It'll be nice and comfy. Nobly has finished the baby cutscene. Got the big suck as well. Obscure gonna refill and get ready to head down into Turian.
Good moonfall.
All right, will Skipsy get the spark? I believe.
Never Behemoth Spark. Oh,
Oh,
no, never mind. Behemoth Spark.
The gamer.
No, make me eat my words, Skipsy. Saves a little bit of time. When you're ahead, I would never go for it. Although maybe when you're ahead is when you go for it, because if you mess it up, it's not a big deal.
Ramond gonna be in the escape now as well. Get your GGs in chat for Skipsy, and he's gonna finish first place in this race.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, like probably 75% of the time, but I almost never go for it if I'm the second one to finish. It doesn't save enough time for me to want to risk having to respark.
So you do it in the seated position. That's interesting. I've been in the right position before, just not seated, and that explains why it didn't work. I figured there was some like sub-pixel magic that, you know, SM runners.
Yeah, no, you do it while you're still crouched.
Noted. I'll go for it next time I play. Ramon just having to spark up now. Then the parlor.
This ammo on Nobly's side is really tight.
Oh yeah.
Nobly did save.
Yeah, I just don't even know.
Yeah, if it goes off the rails.
75, 55.
You missed a few.
So that's one super worth of missiles missed.
Oh no. He's missing some more, but I don't think it's gonna matter as Ramond is through parlor. Just has to get to the ship. And
I'm mostly comfortable with Behemoth. Oh, missing that super. I think knowing you missed that super, you just reset.
We'll see what he does. But that's going to do it. And Ramon and Skipsy are going to finish 1-2. They are going to move on to the top 4.
GG's.
Get your GG's in chat for them. Man, how you feeling? How you feeling? You got to play these guys next.
I think it'll be a good race. I feel like it's going to come down to similar to the Gamma 2 Mat Cap race where we all finish within like 4 minutes of each other.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's. I love when these are like that close because it's just so stressful.
Saturday at 2 p.m.
Saturday at 2. Okay, noted. I might be around. We might be able to cast it live. That would actually be fun.
Yeah, Nobly having to reset Mother Brain. Couple misses, super short.
That is unfortunate. You hate to see that.
So, fun fact. A hint for everyone. If you're ever going to Mother Brain on short ammo, always use supers to open doors. Supers are less damage or one super is less damage than 5 regular
It's
missiles.
been a good run.
Ah, okay,
Not
that
too
is
far
true.
away from him.
Mathematics, it all works out.
So something to note.
Well, this one's kind of shook out. You know, I know at one point the Ding Dong said that they were, you know, outperforming themselves. They showed how good they played the game, though.
I mean, they honestly should have beat us in the first round, but unfortunately, Nobly died twice to Mother Brain in our race.
Oh gosh.
And me and Nate decided to do Aga instead of go find the book to get to Desert. And Desert had both hammer and mitt, so we skipped it for the entire seed.
Oh my
And we were
gosh.
still able to get
That's wild.
enough
Yeah, that
crystals to beat the seed. So
I mean, I gotta say their run, you know, we don't have them here obviously since it's a podcast, but their run was really good. They knocked out one of the favorite teams too in the tournament, being Andy and Solsky once they were in losers bracket. So, you know, kudos to them. Very good showing in this tournament. A lot of fun for them. The ride continues though for Ramond and Skipsy on the Mimics. Like I said, they'll be playing against Shadow here and Nate. Big Ped Energy versus Save the Mimics. 2 ALTTPR memes, I guess, facing off. This Saturday, 2 p.m. I'm gonna try and get shenanigans over with and stream it. Like that's gonna be the goal. If not, we'll vodcast it again if everybody's cool with it. But yes, I agree with chat. This mode sure is a mode.
like if you would get low crystal and low SM token count, like depending on the seed, you could just have wildly different endings.
Very true. Very true. But let's see how Obscure and Nobly do.
Did get through Mother Brain this time, so that's good. And Obscure's ammo
should be good.
Honestly fine. Having 5 extra supers is actually so helpful. Missing one there.
Yeah, it does.
Fine.
Yes, it's there. We could let this play out. Usually with the vodcast we cut out early once the team wins, but hey, they're close enough. We'll ride it out. We'll just listen to the
It was interesting because they didn't really have the Norfair keys to use Varia too much, so they didn't really chase it at all. But they also didn't go and beat. I feel like Obscure and Nobly just did not beat crystals as quick as they needed to.
Right.
And that was kind of the difference here, is having to each do 2 crystals at the end, where Ramon and Skipsy just kind of had to do 1 as soon as they were in go mode.
Like Ramon and Skipsy found so many good things, but they really went down a lot of paths they really did not need to. So you know, this is where like execution, especially on the SM side, can really carry you you know, through some of these extra checks where, you know, it doesn't matter if you do more, you know, I'd say a few more checks or some unnecessary ones. It works out. Nobly in the escape now, though.
Yeah, it was definitely. I think me and Nate lost to MM2 and Farflu by like a Mother Brain, or like a Turian to Mother Brain, and we're like, we really need to focus crystals better, like, like boss tokens and crystals, and like we changed how we played after that loss. Like, we just, if one person is behind, go beat a dungeon. Like, it doesn't matter. Just as soon as you can beat a dungeon, probably go beat it. And that
you're gonna have to do it eventually, especially if it's a SM one, because it'll take you a while to get to it, you know.
So it, I don't know. I feel like the difference here was just like those micro decisions. I don't think either team routed that wildly different.
Yeah, definitely not.
Mean, the Smith chain early like didn't really pay out. It didn't, you know.
The only way that really would have paid out is if that Norfair 2 key would have just been anywhere better like that, then that could have swung this to the Ding Dong's favor, but you know,
it was just deep into Turtle Rock and they didn't really have a reason to go in, and when they did, they got the Meridia boss key and just kind of noped out, which, you know, I think everyone would do here.
Absolutely.
Like, as soon as you hit go mode, you just go.
Well, that's gonna be GG for Nobly. Yeah, get your GGs in chat for him. And then Obscure gonna be in the escape. Gonna looks like he's gonna play this out as well.
It's still mostly close race. You know, I feel like anytime you're entering Turian or about to enter Turian when the other team finishes, it's still pretty close.
Absolutely.
Turian just takes forever. It's like 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, with the way I play SM, which is not good. It's like if I lose before the Mother Brain fight, I just don't want to lose after the fight. After that, like, you know, I'll be okay losing there. You know, that was kind of what me and Ari said. And luckily, our races were close that we had, that we lost in, and none of them were after Mother Brain, thankfully.
Yeah. Honestly, didn't really get to see a lot of SM this season.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, well, we did a lot of checks.
All of Brinstar barely touched Norfair for the most part.
He never went to wreck ship except for that one check. Which
one check and wreck ship.
They did. Well, Obscure in the parlor. Gonna be running through here, avoiding the steam, face tanking the steam, but gonna get to the ship.
The steam is the worst.
I hate
the speed out of there. Getting that short charge through the steam actually saves so much time.
It does. It does. Well, GG's to both teams.
GG's.
Shadow, thanks for doing comms on this one, man. It was a blast. And good luck to you, Nate, and Ramon and Skipsy this coming weekend, man.
Yeah, we got us on Saturday and winners bracket finals on Sunday. And then
this tournament.
Podcasting that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone Sunday probably, so I'm gonna have to vodcast that and make it happen. But we'll see if we can do the live one. I've got a race probably at like 11 Saturday morning, and if that doesn't go long, we can make it happen. If it does go long, then we will just vodcast another day. But yeah, best of luck to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. That's gonna do it for us tonight. And stay tuned to the schedule on the Twitch page. I'll be adding races as I know we're going to have them once they're locked in. But Only Door is going to be week 2 sometime real soon. We'll vodcast that since it's an async tournament. Got to wait for the week to conclude, though. And we'll keep trying to do those, especially